Why do I have it up there like that? All right, there we go. Let me see. Let's see. Did I plug the damn thing up? Oh, Lord, did I plug it up? So tired and delayed right now. I don't know what to do with myself. Hey. Why I want to put this over here where I can see it better. Hey, Denise and is it Tanya, Allen, Miss CC, Lisa S. Hey. All right, y'all. Y'all know I got something I want to talk about, right? I got something I want to talk about. Okay. Hey to my love. This is my boo right here, Alan. I love him to pieces. He is such a joy. Y'all need to check him out. He is just such a joy. And all y'all support. Just such a joy. Greeting folks when they come in. You can always tell when, just decent people. All my loves are decent people. Shit. Hell. Sitting in here, finally got you on live. Yes, now listen, y'all, listen. Now, as you already know, if you look up on the screen, you'll see Much Love's Cash App in case somebody decides they want to do a, what do they call that shit, a super chat? Hit the Cash App, baby. So listen, now I got to ask y'all some questions. Well, one question. Has anybody seen that ugly, big-head-eyed bitch doll that has been playing for the kids? Have y'all seen that? Hey, Gabriel. Victoria. I've missed you, too. Marriage Boot Camp. Nope, I didn't. Yes, I saw the coin here, and you know I did. Come on now. You should know that I did. But first I got to ask y'all, because I want to make sure that all of my loves are abreast. Those that have kids, nieces, nephews, grandbabies, or whatever. I just want to make sure y'all know. Yes, too. Hey, Drew. Yes, too. Hey, Valerie. So... yes, that challenge shit. There's y'all, Lord Jesus, y'all don't look, I can never just stay the course. Why? I'm so, hey, Arrington, Monique, all of y'all. But there is my sister, Purple Cookie. Y'all, that is truly my sister, honey. Listen. Even when I'm going through, she calls, she be like, whatever, I'm going to get through on this damn phone to see what's going on. And I love you to pieces. I absolutely love her to pieces. She has the most amazing spirit. And I just want you to know I love you and I thank you for all the support you've given me over this past time that I've been out. I just want to say that. All right. The mumbo shit or whatever the fuck it is. So listen, y'all. So apparently because... A day ago or so, YouTube said, or two days ago, it was a day, whatever, they was ripping people's channels down. Like, real talk. Not because of their content. My kids be watching those same shows. Oh, no. Get them off. Get them off of there. Get them off. Don't let your children be on. Get them out. Look, just don't have your children on YouTube. If it's a show that they like to watch, for instance, Disney, go to Disney.com and pull that shit up. Hey, boo, go there and pull it up. Go, put in one of their favorite movies or something. Just don't do that. So listen, YouTube starts snatching people's channels and shit down. Not because of the content, but because of the comments. They were looking for particular comments. For a while now, there has been people, and there's been this whole ring of people perverts that come to YouTube, y'all, and watch children on it. Now, this is how it starts. Now, follow me in this. Y'all pay attention to this. So let's say there's a family that goes on a trip, and they may title their video, here are the video clips of us in Miami, us at Myrtle Beach. And that may be the title, which opens the door for the perverts to say, okay, this is the beginning. We're going to start here. So you might have the mama and the daddy in their bathing suits or whatever, and hoping that they will see a child in a bathing suit. It doesn't necessarily have to start with a family. It could be something as simple. And this is how they were running the thread. You know, all the girls on YouTube doing the try-on and shit. Hey, love. Hey, Miss Jackson. Doing the try-ons of bathing suits and shit. So you would see that. Then over on the suggested video, you may see another chick get ready to try some shit on. Then you may see me and my sister trying on shit. Then you may see, oh, we going on a vacation, family vacation, and this is on the beach. So there's the family on the beach and a child in her bathing suit or his swimming trunks. Are y'all following me? So as you go down, because you know when you watch one video on YouTube, you see others suggested videos. So as you go down that rabbit hole, the perverts, they start there until they finally get somewhere where it's a family showing a child in the bathing suit. Then it goes to strictly, family vacations. Then they might see a video that says from one of their freak ass friends who put the videos up, my daughter in her little bathing suit. Are y'all following what I'm saying to y'all? So what would happen was, you heard about, I'm so glad somebody else heard about it. And so what happened, the freaks was able to run and go see this, and they have a whole community, different boards and shit, hiding on the dark web. Oh, y'all be sure to look for this video on YouTube that says little Jessica got her first bathing suit or some shit like that. So the pervs go over there. Then you go to the comments and you're able to see you lost what? What I'm saying is innocent videos put up. Perverts found a way to put child pornography on YouTube and a way for them to get it to, the pedophiles. Now, the reason why I'm saying that little Susie in her bathing suit end up being child pornography is because they're coming over with the intent of seeing her in this. Then you look down in the comments and you may see, oh, she looks cute, and you go further and you'll see some motherfuckers say, oh, I love the way that bathing suit's riding up her ass. And you know where you're going with this. It's good to be heard, boo. I'm glad it was on the news making people abreast of this. So, and y'all think I'm getting, see, it's always something out there. You cannot sleep on none of this. Listen, the children are the most important thing. They are the future. They are the ones, they are your future. They have a future ahead, this, that, and the third. You cannot sleep on them because what the internet has made it very easy for them to switch it and turn it and get it. You get what I'm saying? You have to stay diligent. Watch everything that your children are doing. Let them keep their innocence as long as they can keep it. Child images, video hidden as family vlogs. Yes. Hey, the journey. Did a 25-minute, that's good. Because, I think it's important for people to understand, like, this is out there. Normal people, because I was just dumbfounded. Normal people wouldn't even think some shit like that would exist. Normal people. But see, normal people don't want to hurt children. Normal people want to protect children. You know what I'm saying? It is just sick, Drew. It's sick as hell. So this is going on. Now, YouTube, they've been on them, and YouTube has been trying to pull channels down and find these things. In the midst of that, you got this whole challenge shit, but this is nothing new. Apparently this doll face, dragon face thing has been going around for a while, unbeknownst to parents for a long time. And let me let y'all get into this. Apparently that thing is on these little children's videos and will tell them to kill themselves. One might say commit suicide. Might look at another video and the thing is saying, go in there and cut the stove on. They might look at another video and it's telling you, go in there and kill your parents. Now, I just got off reading a very reputable site because I don't be bullshitting. You know, I don't want none of that old fake shit. Where a little girl, the thing told her, you know, to cut her hair off on one side, and she did it. 5 years old. They daughter doing videos. I see a mukbanging, and they took, wow. First of all, parents know that posting videos like that. Listen. The little girl cut her hair off. Now, the baby did that just that quick. And what if that thing, which I'm sure, if your intent is to say, kill yourself, what if that thing said, if you take that knife and you run it across your hand, nothing but bubbles is going to come out. Do y'all follow me in what I'm saying? Did you hear about the rapper called out? Thank you for the super chat, boo. Thank you for making, thank you for, you know, just sharing with me and being over here with me. Thank you so much for the super chat. Did you hear about the rapper? Because one of our friends posted a video. Ooh. No, I didn't hear about that. Child. Honey, listen. What I want y'all to get out of this and you know, and what I'm saying, what I want y'all to grasp out of what I'm saying is you cannot, and I repeat, cannot drop the ball. If you drop the ball one time in this day and age, it could be your child gone. Molested, are killing themselves. I cannot stress this enough. Raise your children. Don't let social media or nothing motherfucking else raise your children. If you allow your children to watch YouTube, and I know most of the parents, they had the restriction on. I forgot to add that. All of the parents had the restriction on their YouTube where they couldn't see stuff that was not meant to be seen. So they didn't just sit them and leave them wide open to see whatever's on YouTube. They had the age restriction on it. But see, it's nothing but bathing suits are like, Lord Jesus, like my, Erica was saying, she let her children had watched it. And I can tell y'all 200% that she don't play about her children. She actually schools her children and does an absolutely outstanding job as well. You know, she's a stay-at-home mom and she does the damn thing. I know that she would never just sit her children in front of something that could even remotely be close to being, you know what I mean? Something inappropriate. I was on the shade room. You can probably Google it. I will. Crazy stuff like that. But y'all get into this. What in the world? Who is? Well, honey, I want to see the story. I couldn't even tell you who the rappers are, baby. I can't even keep up with the damn rappers nowadays. Didn't know us. That caption. Like, who just sits home? Honey, you got a freak for every kind of thing. You know, hey, much love. Miss you. Hey, boo. Hey, love bug. Little kids should not be allowed shown on social media, period. due to all the sick. You know, and I tend to agree with that, but it's unfortunate that a person couldn't show, you know, something like, oh, well, my baby just sung for the first time in the choir, whatever the case may be. You know, it's really terrible that you couldn't share something simple like that. You know what I mean? But in this day and age, you almost have to take that way. You made the Dean's List. You better get it. You better get it, Alan. Congratulations. Y'all congratulate Alan. You better get it. It still pops up. As a mother, I would have friends ass for that dumb baby. We would still be fighting. Now, once I looked at that, you know, as I'm looking at the shit and I'm on the website and I'm reading, y'all, why when I was on the website that was talking about the shit and the pedophiles in the video, some lady said, and you know what, they're trying to make pedophilia a sexual gender or whatever. So I've heard that before, and she was like, and that's a damn shame and all of that, you know. Why, under her comment, there was literally 302 comments, and 100 of them, I bet you, was from motherfuckers who was lightweight, if not fully, for pedophilia being added in. One motherfucker went as far as to say back in the day, if she was 10 years old, 9 years old, or whatever, if she had her period that soon, you could have sex with her. Motherfucker, y'all, I was on that motherfucking thread cussing and misspelling fucks and chew my drawers and everything. Thought I was being mean to him for telling him stop watching YouTube. I told him it's inappropriate stuff on there. Honey, whether he felt like you was being mean or not, you welcome, Alan. Who gives a damn? Here's my thing. Listen, you don't become friends with your children until they grown. Let that be a parent lesson of the motherfucking day. Ain't no motherfucking friends and shit. You know, ain't no, you do not become your children's friends until they are fucking grown. Up until then, as long as you taking care of them and they under your roof and you buying and this, that, and the third, you say what the hell goes on. There ain't no need of questioning the shit. None of that. What you mean you got questions? What's the problem? What? I'm not understanding how you feel like you could even have. What question you got, honey? You want to know why I got my foot on your back? Honey, listen, you protect your child the best way you know how. Bottom motherfucking line. I know that whole shit about thank you for the welcome back. Thank you. I know that whole thing of, talk to you. I ain't saying don't talk to your children, but clearly you let him know he needed to get off of YouTube. Shouldn't have been no whole bunch of rap about that. I guess I come from the place where once they say it, it is what the fuck it is. Oh, okay. Once you said it, evidently it's for his benefit. Hey, Brown Beauty. I miss you as well. Child. I would agree with what? Saying America is the only country that thinks it's a problem. Oh, Lord, honey. You know what? I would be walking past her ass every chance I got. And that is, and you know what, Monique? That is the word for the night. You don't become your kid's friend until they get motherfucking grown here, because they need that stability. By no means am I saying you need to be constantly beating the shit out of your kids, because I ain't saying that. But what I am saying is that they need to know there are rules that need to be followed. And Showing them how to follow rules is just preparing them for life. In life, you can't always just do what the fuck you want to do. And if you said get off motherfucking YouTube, honey, I'm telling you, if Brittany and Brent would have questioned me, I'd have been like, I know you got me fucked up. Better yet, we ain't got to talk about it. I'm about to whoop your ass. I don't know who you think I am today. Do I look like somebody else today? Did I turn into something else? So let me get my foot off your back. And I'm going to hit you with a throat punch. I don't give a fuck you winded. Your wind's out, well good. Next time that way you won't be able to say shit else. Sit your ass down. I can't. And y'all, thank y'all for congratulating Alan. We do need to support each other that way, honey, because it is a hard job. Listen, every day when Brittany comes in from school, I'll be like, how was class? Is everything all right? Me and Mama be on patrol. You know, and if she be done called Mama, I'll be like, oh, she did? What happened? You know, it just, you know, you need to support people, you know, when they doing that. I heard it was. Now, what did I miss? Who is the trash that got him out? I'm so glad my love brought up that R. Kelly shit. And my mama still ain't my... Now, I didn't say y'all was going to be hanging out or whatever. I get that. I heard it was because she... Ooh. Now, apparently, yes, a throat punch. Honey, lesson number 2. Sometimes you got to give them a throat punch. How? Honey, just listen. Just like you're going to chop them and you bring it to your chest. And hit them in hit them in the throat. There you go. You know, I need you back. I mean, I missed you as well. Listen. So apparently they not looking for her, but they found out that she works at a daycare and something else and trying to get into her business and things. Now, if you look on social media, any of them, it seems like a 50-50 split. They seem to be saying that it's unfair for them to attack her and try to ruin her job and all of that just because she bailed him out. Now, I know this is going to sound messed up, but y'all, I'm on the fence about that. It is her money, if it was her money. Now, my theory is this. With him owing that child support and this, that, and the third, I think they funneled that motherfucking money to her and she was the dumbest bitch. She was the dumb bitch that went and did it. Even if that wasn't the case, she owns a day. Oh, God. Hey, Helen, I miss you too. Oh, Lord, she owns a daycare. Lord Jesus, I hope she wasn't funneling children to her. And my mama still tells me, I ain't your friend. You slip up and say, girl, in the car. Oh, I can't disagree with mama, you know. But Daytime TV says she owns a restaurant. And she said, oh, okay. Okay. The irony is her being a daycare owner. Right. I was going to say, is she funneling them children there? But my question is, black people are not playing with candidates this time. Let me see. Democrat candidates this time around. Much love. We won. Bernie was a swing and y'all. First, let me finish this about R. Kelly. I was on the fence because it is her money if that's what she wants to do with it. Should she lose her job and be tore down like that? Then on the flip side, like, bitch, you didn't think this was going to happen, bitch? So I'm just like, well, okay. You know, I'm 50-50 on that. That's her motherfucking money. Do with it what the fuck you want to do with it. But I think she could have saved herself some trouble and just been like, your attorney, cause real talk, the attorney could have took it in. You know, she didn't use her head. She doesn't need to be around children. Well, I would agree with you on that as well. You know, that's why I say I'm just kind of on the fit. Like, If it's her money, she can do it, but it just, I don't know, y'all. R. Kelly is a sick individual. He's sick. And y'all, when I was on whatever day it was, I was talking about it. I mentioned that something about little boys too. I don't know if it's one of my loves or not. It's not somebody I've seen regularly, but I got an email showing up telling me that I was wrong for saying that he had been with a little boy and that there had never been no accusations of a little boy. Well, the devil is a fucking lie, because there has been. But they felt some kind of way about it. You know. Like I knew that I was right about that one. But I guess because they hadn't heard it. But yes, there's been accusations of young men. Okay, supposedly owes the IRS testimony and looking at jail time. Hey, well, in all these years that he's done this, why are they just now getting him? That's what's sad. Even sadder than that, y'all, is that why, are the women who are going hard in the paint for him. That, thank you. I knew I wasn't I knew I was right about that. Hey, boo, 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 kitty. Hey. I think that's so cute. Man, stop listening to you. Honey, I ain't trying to listen to shit. I'm wondering when they going to get Diddy, Jay-Z. Ooh. Oh. Well, you just ready to round them up, ain't you, Alan? I heard some more charges are coming. Dealing with, oh, wow. With his own kids? I cussed out a lady yesterday because she wanted to argue with me about R. Kelly. You know what? When somebody shows you, another love up here said something about a coworker. When a motherfucker show you who they are, you done with them. Because see, once they see the evidence is out there and you let me know that you still support that bitch, I don't trust you in no way. You ain't necessarily got to argue with him, but what you can say is, I'm done with that bitch. That's true. I saw the DM screenshots of him trying to recruit. I knew that I saw that. I knew it. I knew that I saw it, but you know what? A long time ago, some shit was said in the black household that probably should have never been said. What goes on in this house stays in this house. And I know some people have heard it. And a black woman, black owned business, Belle. That's what we were just talking about, Belle. So she was black. What? I forgot who said she was white. But when they came up with that, what goes on in this house stays in this house shit, that mentality of, yes, it went on, but we don't talk about it outside the house. Yes, we know, everybody know Uncle Ted be touching everybody's booties. We know, girl, we just don't nobody get near Uncle Ted. He still come to the barbecues and shit. But everybody know, don't leave your child out while Uncle Frank's around, because he's, hey, Adam. Because that he'll, y'all know, because he touched Kiki and Lolo, but he can still come to the barbecue. We just don't have him the fuck out of her. Fuck Uncle Frank and the other motherfuckers. Put some skirts on these motherfucking children. I have read countless times and heard countless times of 3 different generations being molested and raped by the same motherfucker, and he's still coming to Christmas parties and things, in their family and shit, and still doing all that. Hell no. Child, I will be like, come on in, Uncle Frank. Now, you welcome. I'm gonna run in here in the kitchen real quick, and I'm gonna go in here and get some, you want something to drink? You know, and I'm gonna go in here and cut this motherfucking hot water on and throw it on your motherfucking ass and dare your bitch ass to try to call the motherfucking law on me, bitch. Cause when you do, I guarantee you, your motherfucking ass is going with me. Just don't be in the house or room together. Fuck that. Didn't play that secret mess. And honey, and your grandmama was right. They tried to live by this. Fuck that. Fuck that. To hurt your motherfucking kids? Fuck that. Listen, a dirty motherfucker that'll put their hands on kids, that bitch need to be outed. He need his motherfucking face on a fucking billboard. Fuck that dumb shit. What goes on? We don't talk about that. Then the next thing after the child is scarred, well, white folks is the only one to go to therapy. So let me get this right, bitch. So what you're saying is Uncle Frank then raped and fucked everything in here, including you. And now they scarred, you scarred, and you're saying don't even fucking get no therapy, bitch. The fuck out of here. Hey. In the documentary, they said that the girls was acting off and not doing what he wanted her to do. Wow. Get my channel back? Hey, Joyce. That's what I'm on. Is my channel gone, Lord? I think I'm still on it. Where my family from? Wow. Right. You die from those types of crimes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Her restaurant is called, what is it called? On the beach. She received death threats. They said they was going hard in the paint on her ass. Nobody should ever go in there and eat nothing out of there. But you know what? As sure as we sitting on here talking, doing this live, somebody will go to that shit. Turn around and wonder why our community is so messed up. Child, they don't need to wonder, honey, because if they really want to know, I'll let them know. You let them know, honey. Just open your motherfucking eyes. My uncle almost tried me, and I told my dad on him. When I was in high school, my dad got me right out that situation. This nigga still come around. Oh, no. That he wouldn't be. I miss you too, love bug. He wouldn't be coming around mine. Hell no. Hell no. Mexican household. Yes, it does happen a lot in Mexican households as well. And it's no shade. Sometimes, they will get mad when that shit is said. Also, a lot of people feel like they little girls are they are sexualized early, meaning, they have them wearing them big old hoop earrings and, doing a whole lot of somewhat suggestive shit, So, I know that they deal with it a lot. I definitely do, but it seems like when someone from the black community says something about the brown community, it's always, you know what I'm saying? It's such a hype or whatever. Well, thank you, Yasmin. But it's not necessarily that, you know what I mean? It's just, we've taken notice. This shit has went on in our community, With that being said, it's not a community that it hasn't touched, from 8 to fucking 80, every nationality. But my thing is, the only way to make this stuff stop is for, for people to get, don't do that. What goes on in this family stays in it. We don't talk about that. Fuck that. Uncle Frank done touched these kids, and you freaking bastard. Let me tell you right the fuck now, I'm about to go upside your head with this motherfucking skillet. Bitch, you don't come to no funerals or nothing. Thank you so much. And I pray the Most High be with you as well. Hey, much love. And hey, boo. But okay. I wonder, let me ask this question. I sometimes wonder this, y'all. In the world that we live in now that goes so fast, as a parent, for those that are parents right now, do you feel you have enough time to share and tell your children what they need to know to be able to function and make it in this world? Do you think that you have the time? Do you think, do you feel like you're moving from one thing to the next? Just like I just came on to make y'all aware of the whole mumbo or mumbo or whatever. Hey, love. Just like I made y'all aware of that, it's always something new coming. Do you think that you have enough time? Are you aware of, if you have teenagers, every day are you learning of some new app or whatever that's a way for the kids to, hide what they really saying? You know what I mean? Like, do you have enough time? Accepting the checks, period. Absolutely. They would have to tell it straight. And don't cut corners. I feel you on that. Awful too, but why do so many black folks, when we try to discuss sexual abuse, because it's always been said that you don't mention it, like you don't talk about that. Fuck that. Fuck that. You have to really be on point. Absolutely. You use car time to talk. That's a good opportunity to talk. No black needers. Gonna feed us, period. And hey, Ivy, I just think that I'm really concerned with that. Because y'all thought about it, how, it scares me to think if my children were teenagers right now. It does. And I would hope to God that I could stay on it enough. And the thing is you don't want them to not be able to have some things, but at some point, y'all, I believe I would be like, look, cut that motherfucking face. You ain't getting on no damn Facebook or nothing else. If you got time to do Facebook, you got time to read a book, but then they go to school and they judged about not having it. It's not just regular bullying. These kids will bully kids to the point of death. So I just wonder. Don't air your dirty laundry in public. Type of bullshit. Hello, that's it. That's the perfect mentality. My daughter's dead. But she's 18 now and thanks me. And they always do when they get older. My mom was on me. But my point is like we have folks that have, like right now in the thick of it, in the mix of it, you have to take the time and make it a priority for your kids. We don't want any of them. Right, don't want them harmed. You have to. But most people take the time, Erica. You know what? You would be right about that. You don't hear the black leaders talking about these young black girls at all. Hello. You're definitely telling the truth on that. I believe it's our job to teach them about everything. Well, it's not that people are not teaching their children. My thing is, do you feel like, that is there time enough? And yes, make time, but things are going so fast. And the reason, and what I want to add in on this, and what I want to kind of bridge in on that, is that if there is, and there, look, before somebody say, oh, she's shading single moms. No, I'm not. Because y'all know I was a single mother. Period. Been there, done that. But, speaking to my community and really all community, the importance of having a family unit. Because things are going so fast now. Right now. To me, it is very important to have that other unit, that other spouse, that, that's their significant other, whatever the case may be. It's very important. This is when you need, it's always been important. And I've never known anything other than that as far as my parents raising me. However, with Brittany and Brent, it was a whole nother ball game. I was just blessed to have my mom and my dad in good family. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is this kind of speaks to another thing for me, because if you're working and you're doing all of these other things, and you got to stay abreast of what's going on. Hey, Lady T, you absolutely need, your sidekick or somebody to be there with you. I would think that it's extremely difficult, to do that. I just want to always make sure, everything ain't for everybody, but I do want to always mention that the importance of real talk when you're thinking about, when you're having children and thinking about things like that, please take in consideration the time that we're in, what's going on around, and, think about doing it under that family unit. Not that you can't make it, not that you can't, I just feel the need to kind of throw that in, because I seriously think that it would be so difficult for me with two. You know what I'm saying? At the same time right now, trying to, just kind of doing that on my own. I just think it would just be, I don't know. I mean, I think God would give me what I needed, but the way the world is now, I just can't. My third grade students wants to talk about emotion issues so much. I sometimes wonder, speak to that. A lot of parents don't speak to. You'd be surprised the parents that don't have certain conversations with their children. That's just like I asked a long time ago, what is the right age to talk to your children about sex? I'm curious to know what y'all have to say on that one. Bump heads a lot when raising our daughter. Full of boys. Oh, I imagine that was a little difficult. I got to put this one up because I think that's important. But I just wanted to mention that family unit thing, y'all. I just, and I'm not trying to overstep my boundaries. I'm not in no way saying that, a single mother could not raise a wonderful child or whatever. It's done every motherfucking day. But I'm saying, I just thought, that with everything the way it is, it seems like that's when, right now, is more than ever, you almost need that full family unit. Evident situation in Florida. Yes, I heard about it, honey. Yes, they had all them, child, this sex trafficking shit is blowing my mind. But let me make y'all abreast of this one real quick before y'all answer me on the kids thing. Have y'all heard about the fact that, you remember, I asked this, I said, where are all them girls, them little teenage girls? Where are all them girls at that was taken from the border? Now they're talking about all the children that have been sexually assaulted from being taken from the border. Have y'all heard about that? Hey, love. Kids get molested, don't know because they don't know what sex is. Hello, that's kind of getting to what I was going to say. Start from toddlerhood. Yes. I think that's very important to start from then. There was so many that kind of said, and I understand where they're coming from, Melissa. I gotta get my kids to bed. Go on and get your kids to bed, girl, and you catch me on the next one. Sex is an ongoing topic. Yes, that's a good one. Sex is an ongoing topic. Now, let me tell y'all, I agree with letting them know as toddlers, because here's the thing. When they little, you have those little cute names for their little private areas. For Brittany, it was a Tukey. For Brent, it was a Weeda. But something dawned on me, knowing and you know, and it just hit me over the top of my head. It was like killing those 2 black gay men. Wait, I ain't heard that one. I hadn't heard that one. But anyway, so I thought to myself, I said, you know, what if somebody that meant them some ill will said, let me touch your penis or let me touch your vagina? And they said, okay, because they know their private area to be a Tookie and a Weeda. So they may say okay, not knowing what they're saying okay to. You follow me in what I'm saying? So they know that they Tookie and, you know, little, you know, dots for Brittany, little dots at the top. But they know Tookie and Weeda. But somebody come along and say, let me touch your vagina or your penis or your coochie and your dick. You get what I'm saying? Hey, I think when they start being interested in the body parts. Okay. For me, when I had that realization, I was like, okay, I need to tell him what it is. And y'all, I went a step further and I let Brittany know there was a coochie. And I let Brent know it was a dick. On top of it, the proper name was penis and vagina. I went that step further because I didn't want never a motherfucker telling them the actual name for and them saying okay to it because that's all I could think of in my head. And y'all, shit y'all not, I was just sitting and that shit just dawned on me. Has a black man fetish and pumping them with meth for fun. I got to look it up. How do you feel about the daycare owning? We talked about that hooker. But I did say that I was kind of on the fence because, I mean, she's just stupid for doing it, but do we have the right to be angry at somebody for spending their money the way they wanted to? But then on the other end, like, bitch, why would you want to get somebody out that does that? You get what I mean? Like, what's wrong with you? Now we gotta add eggplants and peaches, baby. I won't let you know I would be adding them. Honey, I'm trying to be 20 steps ahead of them. You know, your grandmama didn't play that baby talk. And I don't blame you on that. My mama kind of side-eyed me a little bit on the coochie stuff. Because Brittany, Brittany, she hadn't getting some. And Brittany said, I washed my coochie. Woo, y'all, my mama was hotter than fish grease. Yes, he deserves that punishment. He's going to get as well. He deserves that punishment he's gonna get. But y'all, shit y'all not. Brittany said, I washed my coochie. Oh my God, my mama called me. She was hotter than fish grease, baby. Parents are surprised that they need to talk to their children. It's very important that they do that. It is very, very important. Slammed the baby's head into. I seen that mother that threw that baby into the daycare. Baby, when I tell you y'all need to put some money on my books because I beat and cleaned that hooker. How do you feel about lying ass? I'm not here for her. I talked about her too, her ragged ass talking about he was so controlling in one video talking about he set the wedding up, but then on the same token, she came back and said, I had never felt so special in my life. Fuck that bitch. That's how I feel about her. She can chew my motherfucking drawers, honey. That's how I feel about her. Hey, Harold. Hey. My husband hates the word penis. Why? I mean, but that's what it is. That, You know, they should be you don't want your kids to be, you know what I'm saying, not have what they need. Because my mother didn't. Babe, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. It's going to be a little quiet for a second. Oh, boy. Never mind. What? I got it now. I got it now. I love it. Okay, you mad? Don't be mad. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm back. Empty air time. Let me see what I missed. Okay. I have been thinking about you. Have manifested you up. I'm glad you was thinking about me. I had to get my water, y'all. Listen, y'all, I've been filling up, trying to drink more water. So I've been kind of drinking 2 quarts a day. Just about 2 quarts a day. It may be little to everybody else. To me, honey, it's a lot. Candy from the Housewives. Why? Wait, what I miss? What did I miss with Candy? Hey, love. My son is 6. And most of the time, and I feel guilty having to keep taking him to the woman's room. Honey, keep taking your baby to the woman's room. Here. Let me just stop with that right now, honey. It's too many freaks out here. I knew that was coming with Lanithia Leaks. Hey, love. And y'all, let me just have a quick interlude, a commercial interlude. If y'all want to, if you plan on doing a super chat, don't do it. Do the Cash App, $ much love from KY. I feel like it should be some commercial music. But anywho, didn't y'all see that Lanithia Leaks was going? Was y'all really surprised that you heard? Carl Elwood. Mark Meadows saying, you know what? Let me go on and see, because I see we're going to have to talk about this political shit and this damn court thing. Let me tell y'all something. Today, Michael Cohen handled their ass. He handled the fuck out of them. I need some more, Lisa. I got to get some more. I got to get some more, but I had been, you know. Listen, Michael Cohen got on there. He gave his statement to how he felt. And you know what? I feel bad that I didn't talk about this when I was on, kind of preparing y'all for what was going to happen. What I knew was going to happen. I knew in the beginning that they were going to try to stop the shit. I knew they were going to try to slow the pace, eat up the time and all of that. They do it on both sides. The Democrats do it to the Republicans and vice versa. But he called him a racist and a bigot, which is nothing fucking new. He had them pressed. He had them pressed. The one thing that I wish he would have said and he didn't, I wish when they kept calling him a liar and this, that, and the third, yes, he lied. I wish they'd have said, how is that different from your lying ass, from the president lying all the way up at the top? You're saying that I have no character. I'm of no value. He's of no value, but yet he's in Korea right now, getting ready to get us the fuck bombed and probably give away the whole country if Kim Jong-un tell him that he like his outfit. He should have told their ass up with that so that they could stop hitting them off with that, because they have no way to rebuttal that. He should have said, compared to the thousands upon thousands of lies that your president does now, but the one time when he got to it was when he said, I was in the same position y'all in. What you doing right now is what I did at no cost. And you know what I'm saying? At all cost. But I wish he would have laid it all the way down on him, honey. He was more than prepared. He just didn't say that. With that being said, did y'all happen to check how his attorneys was sitting back there and lightweight laughing? We are going to send. Fuck that motherfucking dirty looking bastard. Meadows, he's one dirty looking fucking Neanderthal. That bitch is hotter than fish grease. He was mad that he had to sit next to that black man that was the chairman and all of that. Fuck him. He thought he was gonna be the new Speaker of the House. Fuck that knuckle dragging Neanderthal here. That's what I got for him, is somebody get a GoFundMe started and get his ass sent back to the Caucasus motherfucking mountains. How about that? Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit they putting down. It's just like that thin-lipped, wrinkled-ass piece of cloth, that old-ass white woman that sat up there and tried to say you this, that, and the third, and you're gonna make money from. Bitch, how is it any different from all the lobby money you done took? How is it any different from the money that you done got from the NRA and all these kids that got shot and all of these people that got shot? Shut the fuck up. I know y'all not talking about nobody having morals or standards, because the Republican Party can say that they are for family values and all of that. They ain't for no family values and morals. The only thing they are for when it comes to a family is to keep a bitch pregnant and motherfucking oppressed so she don't have no thoughts. Shit the fuck out of here, that bullshit. They kill me acting like, and oh, you spend so much money on this, having this hearing or whatever. Bitch, it should have been done a long time ago. If when y'all had everything and you would have ran the shit then y'all, we would have known about this. But now we playing catch up, so don't tell us how to be. Y'all lost this. We trying our best to save this country, but they so wrapped up in sticking by to his side, they lost. He's a motherfucking bigot from hell. A bigot with his dirty, stinking ass wearing that same motherfucking white shirt, that dingy motherfucker. Where is your Neanderthal wife at to wash that stinking bitch? That same ugly ass, big knot ass tie. Sit your ass there. So unkept, but how you gonna talk about somebody being any kind of way? With that being said, let me go on and address that motherfucker who put that shit on Twitter talking about, do your wife know about the other woman? Do your wife know? Because half you motherfuckers is either fucking another woman or don't get me started on you foot tapping stall tappers. Huh. Woo. Y'all, they wear my drawers out. They wear me out. I was so glad the way he did. I hope that everybody paid attention to what was going on. And here, you know what? Kanye needs to be thrown in the garbage. Throw that whole nigga away. I ain't got no motherfucking thoughts on his lost ass. They need to send him to a 12-step program and get him off them motherfucking pills. And then after he get off them pills and shit, then he need to go to some witch doctor or voodoo doctor and get that motherfucking spell that them witches got on his ass. Get that up off of him, honey. Come out of that witch's den. Come up out that cauldron is what he need to do. As far as that pissed on humpback bitch, honey, you know I ain't got no thoughts about that bitch. Honey, that's one pissed on bitch, and I don't do piss. Honey, I flush piss. Now we can just flush that bitch and we can flush her and then throw his ass in the garbage. That's it. That's it. How about that? That's how the fuck I feel about that. If it, I can't wait for the little hoes either. I can't. Honey, guess the witch doctor. Shit, the hell with all that bullshit. Listen, I don't feel sorry for none of them motherfucking men that fall into that trap. Somebody had the nerve to say the reason why I say that is cause she white. Bitch, you got me fucked up. That ain't why I'm saying this shit, bitch. I know a pissed on bitch. I know a herd of whores when I see it, honey. When I know they motherfucking mama is the best pimp that ever did it. And they want to say, oh, people just jealous about the money. Fuck the money. Bitch, if I got to be pissed on, let me be broke and eating the motherfucking streets. Fuck that. And I ain't talking about accidentally have an accident. A whole other motherfuckers piss on me. Fuck out of her. Honey, the fuck out of her. No. Saying black men love Spanish women better than black women. Listen, some black men love everything more than black women. And those men we glad to get rid of anyway. I ain't in the business of trying to persuade them motherfuckers to come back. Cause if you leave the motherfucking queen hunt,
Did you hear what I said?
What, baby?
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Some do. You got a few.
No, they don't.
You don't think? I've seen some that, honey.
No, they don't.
Listen, I ain't jealous of a motherfucking thing when it come down to them, honey. I had an outstanding mama that didn't pimp me out. How about that?
I did too.
Right. So, you know, people think it's just money, honey. You can't take a motherfucking dime with you. And for them people to say that, then, you know, let me say.
You don't have no limits on what you would do for money?
Evidently not. Some people don't. Some people don't have no skirts. Money rules it out.
I feel sorry for them.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
I feel sorry for them.
I just can't. And I don't think as far as like all black, honey, the black men that go out and they do that and say that kind of shit, listen, honey, we don't want them back any motherfucking way because it's obvious that I'm going to have to spend so much time, so much time trying to show you where, you know what I'm saying? Where you may have went wrong or whatever. Like who you want to like. But as you do that shit, don't be down talking black women as you go. Go where the fuck you going. You know, it ain't got to be no whole bunch of rap about that. If that's what you gonna do, you don't have to down a sister as you going. With that being said, let me say that shit in reverse too. Sister, if you, just cause you feel like you married up or whatever the case may be, you ain't got to say that shit.
Y'all call it, that's not marrying up.
Well, I'm talking, y'all know. I'm talking about the ones that would say, but some of them say that regardless, it don't have to be said. If you gonna date somebody else, then bitch get it pushing and date them. The fuck out of here.
I married them because I married some white motherfucker.
Looking at the question, a lot of women, and the men are attracted to. Well, honey, you know what? They can have that shit.
What they say?
I didn't scroll.
I'm speaking for the males tonight.
But I need a man. Wait a minute. I heard a man say, "It's nothing a black woman can do for him." I was hurt and disappointed. Don't be hurt and disappointed. That motherfucker's lost. Hurt for what? That's right, baby. That ain't the kind of man you want. Hurt for what? Now, you might say you hurt for him because he motherfucking lost.
Just pray for him. That's all you need to do.
You know.
Nothing else.
Dumbass.
When they all realize they fucked up, it'll be too late.
I don't think about Lil Mo no more. Lil Mo that lost her man.
When it come down to it, them same white motherfuckers or other race people ain't gonna have your back like you think they are.
Cause black girls only want money.
Shit, all women want money. That ain't just black women. Shit.
Don't be shading now. Don't come in here, women. Don't be shading.
I'm just saying. It ain't just black. I'm just saying.
Yes, he's speaking for the men. Not have to bash a black queen. That's right. Do what you gonna do, but you ain't got to say that shit. Do that shit moving. You know.
Nothing good to say. Keep your mouth shut.
You know, but honey, cause I wouldn't give a fuck what they said. If the motherfucker would have said that shit to me about ain't nothing a black woman can do for you, I'd be like, you motherfucking right, cause ain't the motherfucking thing this black woman want to do for your lost motherfucking ass. I ain't got time. I ain't gonna make time. No. How do you feel about that football player sharing for life?
What football player?
The one who said we need more light-skinned babies.
Nah, he's
retarded.
Is he light-skinned? Or is he mixed? Is he mixed?
No. He's married to a white woman. What they always do when they go and play, you know.
In the world, they ain't gonna have none but problems.
And sometimes they do end up having problems.
They always do.
Not all of them. Some of them fare pretty well if they have even killed parents that make sure that they try to keep. Yes, they do. If they make sure that they know both, it is a way to do that.
Yeah, but shit, I mean, look, that's a whole lot of extra.
Well, it is what it is.
I gotta teach you. I'm gonna teach you the white side. I don't know
and that's where the white parent comes in.
I don't know
they should know both cultures.
Shit, them motherfuckers too busy trying to be black. How do they know? They don't know it either. Shit.
I don't know why Pig Vomit is still in office. Fuck that dog. Y'all, guess what? Did y'all hear this? You know, I don't feel no kind of way about Tamar. She can take her squawking ass on some motherfucking way. I ain't got time for that bitch. I done gave that bitch all the time I'm gonna give her, and I really want to reclaim all my time that I spent talking about her. Sadly, I've heard black women say they want light-skinned babies too. Well, they ignorant asses, all of them. Listen, them are babies. It's period. Bottom line, they babies. That's it. Oh, I can't. Look, honey. I just want to give some of these people stupid licks.
I got to go.
How black people get down, we can make babies from any. We can throw out all colors. My thing is, either way, date who you want to date, but you can go out the door and go date who without bashing where you leaving from. The fuck out of here. I ain't buying that shit. But you know, too many people want to play that game. I ain't gonna never feel bad about how I was born and who I am, honey. Just like I ain't gonna never stop talking about my history and all of that. With that being said, y'all, let me bring this up real quick. Ooh, I need to say this too. Apparently today here in Kentucky, and I don't know, do I have a couple of my Kentucky loves in here? Today, Kentucky decided that they were going to go ahead and push the bill, and it did pass in committee, that makes it where you cannot have an abortion if they can hear the fetal heartbeat. So Kentucky we only have one abortion clinic as it is here now. One in all of Kentucky. One in all of Kentucky. So they decided that, we're going to go a step further because we can't close that entirely. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it where once you hear the fetal heartbeat, it prohibits you from having an abortion if you can hear the fetal heartbeat. Look, it is becoming so close to Gilead in fucking Kentucky, y'all, that it ain't even funny. It's not even funny. There's one damn abortion clinic here, and now if they can hear the fetal heartbeat, you know, it's already mandatory that you have to have an abortion. That you have to have an ultrasound. But now if they hear the heartbeat, you can forget it, Katie by the door. Now, here's my thing. And I am definitely pro-choice. That's not going to stop anything. Now, it's not going to just be dead fetus. It's going to be dead mamas laying around. Either that, or they're going to be forced into having, putting the children up for adoption or whatever. And then, you know, when they're born, the first thing they'll say is, we ain't got the money to help take care of them, whatever. So when you say that, that's when they say, well, use some type of protection. Kind of, hey, Mr. 1993, hey. Then they will also say with their religious ass, they'll say we don't want sex talked about, and they'll fall short of saying, put a dime on your knee, cross the other leg over that, let that be the reason. Please understand and know that this whole thing of stifling and, doing this damn abortion shit that they going through, it's two reasons, and it ain't never been nothing about black children, and you can rest assured on that. Minority children, Muslim children, any of that, anything other than white Christian. You hear what I'm saying? It ain't never been about any other babies but them babies. Get their numbers up. But it also is about them being able to put their foot down on women. It's also about women. Bill plays in New York, give birth, and then can abort the baby. Okay. On that, I will say this. Read the whole bill. You cannot read bits and pieces, nor can you just read like the headline. You have to, when dealing with bills and things like that, I go out of my way, y'all, believe it or not, to read the whole bill to make sure that I am abreast of what the hell's going on. Read the whole bill. Because in the bill, it kind of talks about there are certain conditions or whatever where, if you don't do that, the child will suffer anyway. Some would say it's better for the child to come here blessed and less stressful. Honey, that's what I need. It's, some would say it's better for the child to come here and suffer for, a few months or whatever than to be done that way. I don't know what the call is on that, but what I do know is that you have to read that whole bill to grasp exactly what they're saying. Again, I am pro-choice, but I chose for that not to be the option that I went through. But with that being said, I think I told y'all the story. Once my mother knew I was pregnant, her and my Aunt Benita sat down at the kitchen table with some good cake and gave me the option. My mother said, if you want to have an abortion, that's fine. We can do that. My aunt said, hell no. She having a motherfucking baby just like everybody else said, hey, Raphael. But I had the option. But I knew once I found out that I was pregnant, I knew that I wasn't going to do that, period. That wasn't an option for me. But the option was there. It is not for me to tell another woman how to make whatever decision she's trying to make. I have one womb, one uterus, one vagina, and I have a hard time keeping up with mine, honey. I cannot be the motherfucking coochie police. Good evening. I can't. I cannot. This is fucked up. We live in. I think they are. They want to control. And it's definitely about control. I need y'all help. I have been homeschooling for okay, put the rest up, Erica. Hey, Miss Queen Bianca. Happy Wednesday to you as well. And have my kid. Public schools and Black history, okay? The coochie police, honey, I can't be the coochie police. And that seems to be what they want to be, is the coochie police. Like, I'm not going to be able to do it. I don't know that, and I've said this before, I don't know that it's okay for you to tell a woman, for instance, that may have been raped, that she got to keep the rape baby. I don't know that I have the right to tell someone that has went through that. Husband or boyfriend kicks you in the stomach. Wow. It's crazy. How do you feel about it? Honey, Aaliyah's mama set her daughter up for failure. Aaliyah's mom and her dad, they did her great injustice. I don't have no thoughts about her, honey. I feel like that bitch is just a panty stain. That's how I feel. I want to teach them more about our history than what they have been taught. Well, then you by all means should. Please watch the video of the daycare worker. I seen that. I seen the post and read it. I couldn't watch the video. Has her, ooh, nasty ass. I told him, go way past the top 10 people. You know what I would say, Erica, on that is this is when, because here's the thing, and this is not saying it in a shady way in any way, and I think you'll know that. What that tells me is the fact that you asked that question. What that tells me is that there's a whole lot more that you needed to know. And I know that that comes from them not sharing our history. And a lot of times when when you're young and you're in school, honey, you're just trying to make it through. You're not necessarily asking the questions. Me personally, I would always have been a lover of history. And my mother and everything went out of the way to make sure that I knew those extra things as well. What I would say is that this is a time for you to learn it as well and let it be a learning process for you. I would slowly but surely, what I'd say is I would get a list of all, to start with, I would get a list of all the black inventors, and I would write the names down on the list. And I would tackle each one of them myself, read about it, make sure you know about it in full, and then I would start there. Once you've learned that lesson, then you pass it on to them. Just kind of check it off your list and let them know those things. By all means, you should always let them know, about the Moors. For me, a lot of people just want to start at, when we came over here, and Bougie wants to set it off. When we first, when they first brought the slaves here. But in my opinion, I think, you should start the civilization started there, but make sure that you talk to them about the Moors. But I would say, if it was me, I would definitely make sure that I would start with the inventors. Because you can kind of go down the list and slowly but surely read about them yourself. And then, teach them after you've taken it all in. By my parents, they were. Okay. Well, Erica, I'm here to help you in any way that I can. You know that. And please be sure to let them know about the Moors. Listen, y'all, a while back, for those that didn't see it, why did I do that? I didn't mean to do that. I got to go over here to my notes because I saved this comment. I'm going to put this here. I had somebody to really try it and talk about, can y'all see? I know y'all probably can't see that, but I'm going to copy and paste. I copied my whole comment that I made to her, but it was basically her telling me what black folks didn't do. That was basically what she was giving. She was trying to say, black people, we not smart. We didn't invent anything. Okay. I saved my comment because once I made my comment and I wrote this out, I typed this out, I had so many people in the comment section to be, under my comment and say, wow, I didn't know that. And they went on to ask me other things. And, and I saved this and I said, I shared it with my loves over on the Facebook page or whatever, when really, I could have, just left it there. But I was like, well, maybe somebody else needs to read this and know, and maybe somebody can start from here. So I'm going to try to share this here in the comments. And I don't know if it's going to let me. Let's see here. It's not. It won't let me put it in there, y'all. Let me try to put this up and try to make this shit bigger. How about that? Let's see if I can do that. Maybe y'all can read it from there if I do it that way. What am I doing here? Wrong thing. It's not going to let me do it. I wish to God that this would let me share this with y'all. But basically what it is it speaks about the Moors and exactly when they went, when they first went to Europe and exactly what they taught the Europeans. I basically let them know about what the Dark Ages was about. I basically talked about why chickenpox is called what it's called. And, it was more or less because they was clucking and fucking and living with the hens and chickens and shit, was living in where they was sleeping at and shit. Talking about how they didn't know how to wash their ass and all of that. How the Moors started the first universities and blah, blah, blah. But one of the most important things is 711 AD. Some people think that they came far later than that. They did not. And the reason why I know this is because I studied this and I did a paper on this. And I just got to find a way to share this with y'all. I'm going to put it, if you on the Much Love page, I'm going to put it in the info box after this video goes up. But I think it is very important to know from whence you came. Because if a person can be proud in the bullshit, if a person can be proud in the lie, if a person can stand up in that shit, I damn sure know you can stand up in the truth. And I think it's important for us to know our history. Nobody's ever going to be able to tell me that African Americans did not contribute to civilization. First of all, civilization started in Africa. You're not going to ever be able to tell me that they didn't contribute to the United States because they built this motherfucker after you stole it from the Indians. Plus, with that being said, and I'd have to say to the Indians, because sometimes they get a little cocky and want to say they were the only ones here and you were not. There were already, black folks, that lived here. I'm gonna put it over there. When I get through with this, I promise I will put it over there on the page so that you can, read it. Honey, that bitch tried me and I had to get that bitch together. But, it's just important. I think it's just so sad that they don't never want to talk about our history. I get why they don't. I get it. I totally get it. Let me see, y'all. Nope, it won't let me do it, y'all. It just won't. My family is from Haiti, and I heard them say how to wash their ass. Yes, the Moors showed them how to do it, but they were taught that twice. The Indians had to do the same thing as well with the Pilgrims when they came, in Jamestown. Honey, that wasn't nothing motherfucking new. First of all, they had a thing against taking baths in over in Europe at a certain point when they had the kings and queens. It was seen on as disgraceful because they had public baths and things. But they'll never tell you that. Just like they want us to believe that Miss Marco is the first black royal in the family. The devil is a lie. Charlotte, which they named what was it? North Carolina, is it North or South Carolina? One of them. Charlotte was the first that we know of. But shit, they always playing that game, honey. Black done been in. Ain't no way that it wasn't, because the Moors fucked their way out. They didn't beat the Moors. The Moors fucked their way out of here. The Moors loved the white women. The Italian women. That's why you have darker Italian women and this, that, and the third. The Moors fucked their way out. Not to mention, also the Moors are the ones, because Christopher Columbus, he couldn't read no motherfucking map. North is North Carolina. Thank you so much. That they wash their clothes in their own urine. Whoo! Anyhow. But always grabbing her. It's her stomach, first time her being pregnant that she it's first time her being pregnant. I ain't even gonna shade and go there. And I think that's the reason why she started holding her stomach too soon. They gave some excuse or whatever. What I'm not for is the way they be trying to drag over her. Listen, the bottom line is this, honey. She got his ass, and it's simple as that. But basically, and I wrote that in the post as well with the Moors and Christopher Columbus, his ass, he didn't know how, he couldn't read a map. Oh, let me also mention that it would be the Moors and one of their greatest motherfucking mistakes outside of breeding themselves out. They also would have been the one that would have shown them the pathway to get here to the United States. That's just been proven. You know. But, you know, to say that you've built this and you've done that, no, you didn't. No, you want to say that Europe is so civilized. The devil is a lie, and y'all know the truth of it. If you go to Florence or go to Italy right now, you can go over and see castles that say formerly owned by this Moor. You know, that's just like, you know, just another little side note. They say there's never been a female pope. The devil is a lie. There has been a female pope. They did try to hide her, this, that, and the third. Now, she played like she was a male. You know, she pulled one of those, but they found her out. But they made sure that they scraped her out. You know, but there has been. I can't. You know, they started the universities. The Moors was the reason why they knew about alchemy and this, that, and the third. And and they know this. They just don't want to talk about it. Just like they wanted to alter the years that the Moors went to Europe. No, they went in 7-Eleven, sugar. We're not going to do that. See, I don't let them just tell me any motherfucking thing. Let me see if I can get this top part. Maybe if I don't try to, let me get y'all a little bit of it. Maybe it'll let me take some... I think I may talk about that here. Let me see. It might let y'all get some of the top half. It might be because it's too many words. Yeah, that's going to be too many words again. I don't get it. Well, it won't let me do it. Yeah, I'm so over them for that. What we got over here? Oh, shoot. I did not mean to do that. Let me see. Where can I find that? What did I miss? Hidden colors. What happened to the Moors? Yes, it does. It definitely does. It's just that I kind of differ with them on dates. Nina, have you read Lazarberry? He admits he believes. Well, I know he did. Listen, finally admitting that shit. Like I said, it was the Moors that gave him he didn't know how to read a map. Community page, what do you do? Okay, I have to figure out how to do that. Are you going to do more videos about the up and coming show? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Ooh, child, is so much. Plus, it's so small, and I don't want y'all to be like, why this bitch can't read? It ain't that I can't read, y'all. And I can't make this shit bigger. Look how long it is. Yeah, I went ham bananas. Damn, I wish I could make this shit big. I don't have a glass in here or nothing. All right. Just a part of it. So, now y'all know it wouldn't be right if it didn't start this way. Bitch, here's the facts. They omitted the Dark Ages because Moors and Africans went into Europe around 711 AD after the Vandals had basically destroyed Rome and ruined it. Everything was backwards. And the European population was uncivilized Europeans living in squalor, like animals initially. This era took on the term of the dark, pretending as if little was known regarding this period, which was the reason why they called it the Dark Age, because they want to make it seem like that thing didn't exist. But, pretending it as if it didn't, exist. As if little were known regards to that period, but yet much was known. But because of white supremacy and the whitewashing of history, historians chose to conceal a lot. They chose to conceal a lot of it. all known information. Therefore, changing its name to Middle Age. Truth is, the Moors entered Europe during the Renaissance era, and are the people who ushered in this is what the Renaissance meant. And y'all, and it goes on to talk, and I go on to say it talks about culture, artists, rebirth, reassurance, reawakening. It was not only about art, but a period of enlightenment for an uncivilized culture. The Moors entered during the period and brought in science, mathematics, astrology, hot and cold running water, consent to a cosmopolitan, damn it, city. Y'all, reading out loud is one of those things. I could speak where reading out loud I get tongue tied. They came up with the lights on the street. They also raised the sidewalks where people could walk. I chuckle every time I hear the term Middle Age because I learned the truth about this time in history and realized that we had all been lied to. It was when I entered high school that I openly challenged the myth in my history class, and I did with Jack White. My teacher's name was Jack White. I was crazy about him. Anyway, in any event, the kings and queens of Europe lived in barns, but nobody wants to admit that. They live with their animals. The Moors, a civilized society, informed them that they could not allow the chickens to run around in the house/barn. And the cows had to also go into the corral and which was basically the word that they used for barn or whatever. They had to go in there. Therefore, the Moors created that, which was an Ethiopian word. Am I saying correlate? Lord, I wish I had somebody here Ethiopian to say it. This is where the Moors kept the animals: horses, cows, sheep. Once they got them, chickens belong outside and not in the house of humans. This is where the German measles and the chicken pox, y'all hear what I said? This is where the German measles and the chicken pox come from. Because the Europeans did not have a place for the animals. They just ran around inside their habitation. Europeans never bathed, had no soap, no disinfectant, no alcohol. Therefore, this style of living brought on illnesses. When the Moors ruled, when the Moors ruled, they wrapped that up along with bringing medicines. Note that the Moors pushed, which they really shouldn't have did that shit when I think about it. They really shouldn't have did that shit. The whole thing of pushing them to have I'm going to go into the damn, what's the shit they do when they cut the foreskin off anyway? They really shouldn't have. Let me see. The inhabitants and ruled from 710 to 1492, January the 2nd, to be exact, when the last great king, which was a Moor, ruled. Now, y'all, I'm going to put this shit over there. Now, there's a whole hell of a lot to read. And I don't know what it is about me not wanting to. I don't do well reading out loud like that. I just don't. But I'm going to put that on the page. Hopefully, y'all got the gist of some of this. But as it goes on, I talk about temples and different things that the Moors had. Y'all kind of get the gist of it? Let's be clear, the Moors started everything, period. La la la, right. Don't y'all be like, that dumb stumbling bitch. No, I hope I don't ever come off as dumb. Ever. But I will put it over there. What website am I reading from? That's my own writing. Yes, I wrote it in a comment. Yes, I did. And if you want to, you can go on the Much Love from Nina page. Now, you're going to have to scroll back about a year or so to scroll down and you'll be able to see it. Erica, did you see that post when I made that post? Because I did. I wrote that. I left that as a comment because this one white woman was talking about black people always talking about what they contribute. They didn't contribute anything to Western society. Bitch, we contributed a whole motherfucking lot. I didn't read all of it, but I don't know what it is about me reading out loud, honey. Just let me run and I can just run with it. But yes. So far back, I will be teaching about us. But do you, Erica, do you remember when I posted that? But yes, I left it in a comment. I ain't got the ladder kicking, baby. Thank you for reading it. Thank you, Nina. I told them our history goes on so far back. Queen could like Nina get done. What happened? What video was it? Oh shoot, I done missed a lot. Came from child. Woo, I want to see that myself. But anyway, if you go, I'll put it on the Much Love Facebook page and y'all go over and look at it. Just go over and look at it. I just try to go out of my way to, and let me share some shit with y'all. I don't think I ever shared this with y'all. But let me share this with y'all. Much Love is dyslexic. All right? And I'm only saying this because there is no excuse for somebody not, trying to have higher education or learn more. Don't let things be an obstacle or whatever. Keep you from learning things. I am very dyslexic. I have to pay super attention to what I'm typing, what I'm reading, and all of that. I usually always have to, as I'm reading, I have to turn things around. It's just a whole spiel. When I was in elementary school, my mother had me in Catholic school. Christ the King was the name of the school. There's a lot of black people who don't know anything about Moors at all. It is a lot. Michael Cohen's testimony, I think he did great. We talked about it earlier. He did a wonderful job. He really did. But when I was in elementary school, y'all, and I'm not kidding. I wish my mother was here. I don't be sharing, telling y'all just making shit up. I'm not. I've lived my life out on the YouTube. So anyway, I'm in elementary and I went to Christ the King. Well, one day I up and jumped over the banister and messed my baby down.
What the hell was you doing jumping over banister?
I did, and I had been cutting up. Now, part of it was other kids I was playing with or whatever. Of course, my mama had to come and they said this happened. While she was there, they went on to show her that, Nina's not progressing as quickly as, we would like for her to. And we believe something's going on. And the teacher, saw that when I got up at the blackboard how I wrote things. And that's when they found out, that I was dyslexic. My mother took me to, Bingham Child Guidance Center here in Louisville. And that's when they found out. They gave me the tools that I needed. They found that out early on. And of course, put me in appropriate classes or whatever to help me to get over that, to help me have the tools that I need to get over it. But even with that, being in the classes and this, that, and the third, I ain't ashamed to say at all. I still function at a really high level. What it was it takes more time for me to read and this, that, and the third. Things are turned around. I'm absolutely horrible when it comes to spelling. I don't know why I hadn't told y'all this yet. And I kind of feel like, was I ashamed of it? I hope that I wasn't, because that is a part of me. But I took, did all that extra. By the time I went through high school, I still had a class where I was in the 8-person class in LD. But I had been kind of mainstreamed out, but I still had one. At that time, they were getting ready to start this thing, program that they had. And it kind of had something to do with the Center for Accessible Living and that type of thing. Vocational rehab. This was the first year that they had it. The year that I was going to graduate. And I'll never forget Jackie June. I couldn't stand her ass. Anyway, she was like, Nina, you would be a great candidate to be the first, the first student that is in, an LD class to be able to go on to college, and we would, like to help you and pay for that and do whatever we need to do on down to note takers and all of these things. She was like, you would be great for that. So time went on, honey, and I finally was like, well, I might think about it. She went so far as to come to the house. My mama said, Nina, I didn't shut the door on the woman because I couldn't stand her. I didn't like her delivery. I didn't like the fact that she was trying to talk down to me when I clearly understood every motherfucking thing she said. So basically in my head, I was like, bitch, just because I motherfucking see things backwards don't mean I'm backwards. So don't talk to me like I don't have, because I functioned on a pretty high level, considering my issue was that I was dyslexic. So I finally decided after the woman came, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go in, and I did. I went on to U of L, and they helped me in every way that they could. But I made sure. Do I have number with reverse numbers? Sometimes, yes. Listen, and my husband, like in my writing, y'all, it's just terrible. And he'll be like, baby, by now, and I understand, I know, But yeah, I do have an issue with that as well.
I can read you right.
I know it, baby. I know it. And maybe somebody needed to hear that. Has so many. I can only get one hearing aid. Wow, really?
They won't get her too?
That's terrible. Because, and like I said, I was the first to go, and I really didn't appreciate it. And y'all listen, even with that, I still had A's and B's, and a lot of times all A's, I just needed it for, certain classes, which, was basically pertained to English and that type of thing. But I still had that zeal and wanted to learn things. It's just a matter of I had to find my niche, and I used the tools that they gave me, and then I came up with other things. And my thing was, and maybe somebody needs to hear this, my thing was a lot of times I had to record things so that I could play it back like music. You know how you can listen to music and you can, before you know it, you memorize the words or whatever. I had a whole construction of the way I would pull things together, And, but I still was determined that, I was going to get what I wanted to get. And y'all, wanting to have the education, but more than anything, always wanting to know more about us. In high school, that's when I decided one day I want to go to Africa and visit. I want to go and be embraced. I want to go and be with the African women there. I want them to put one of those, wrap my hair and wrap the cloth around me and just be amongst, where we truly came from. And I knew that they was, whitewashing the shit out of so much. I knew it was more than that. And I always had that love of history. So, my work was done. And a lot of times I spent a lot of time hard in the paint, at the library, and having mama have to pay so much to get books back because it would take me a little while to get through it. But it's just, when I hear people and they don't want to, some people don't even want to take the time out. Don't take none of that shit for granted. If you do have a child that deal with dyslexia or any of that, whether on the spectrum or whatever, it does not mean that everything stops. A lot of times it's just like math. You just got to sit down and work with it until you get it solved. It's never to be cured or whatever. But the thing is to learn how to live with it and deal with it and function and go on. I'm so glad I told y'all this today. I don't know why, y'all. I don't know why I hadn't told y'all that. I don't know why. Because it is what it is. And it's not that I would, feel less than myself. I think I would be angry with myself, for being like, why wouldn't you share that? That's a part of who I am. Okay. All right, Erica. Have a good night. Call me tomorrow. Learn how to work with what you got. You sound just like me. I love Black. Please keep loving it. And please share it with each other. You know, don't keep what you learn to yourself. Like, fill your cup up and then pass it on and fill somebody else's up. You cannot keep information that can help your community to yourself and then turn around and look at your community and be like, that's a shame. They don't know shit. Well, maybe it was up to you to share that thing in which you know. Oh, you so welcome. I appreciate y'all, you know, not shaming me or whatever, you know. Not that I wouldn't cuss your motherfucking ass, right, if somebody did that, but I appreciate y'all not, you know, being, you know, ridiculing or whatever, you know. Is that Joya, boo? Hey, Joya. Girl, I told you to bring me some of that cake over, honey. You got to be confident enough in yourself to go. Right. She had Baskin Robbins. It was her birthday. Yeah, it was. It was last week, I believe. Oh, yeah, it is now. One thing. He said, hubby said happy birthday anyway, Joya. There's some great ones out there.
Some cake or something, you know.
These days.
I love cake.
Honey, you and me both. Ain't that shameful? But I think this... I don't think any of my loves would do that. I don't. I really don't.
Let me find out.
But, you know, by you know, when you make videos and you put them on and you put them out there, once they done, it's out there forever. There's no taking them back.
Put you on World Star either.
I sure in the fuck didn't, and they sure put me on World Star. But, you know, for those that would come along that would see it and have something to say, but you know, I would, you know what I'm gonna say, they can chew my motherfucking drawers, bitch. That's my motherfucking plight. How many motherfucking times you done had your leg fucked up and lost that ability and still learned and stood and was in the and did all of that and then did deal with cancer and then cardio issues and all of that shit. That's what I'll say to them, bitch, until you motherfucking drug in my shoes. Get a seat. What to do? Just start it. Make you a name, start your channel, and just do it. Hubby said, let him find it. Y'all, honey, hubby's something else. He really is. But I'll say what I've always said.
I play all the time.
You don't play none of the time, baby.
Sometimes I do.
One thing I can say, and I've said this a many times on video, is that he has been by my side through it all. Every bit of it. The nursing home, not making it to the restroom, sick, all of that. Done dealt with my crazy ass and even dealt with me having such an attitude while going through the chemo and shit and just
looking at you like...
You never said anything. Like, you wasn't like, sit your ass down.
Well, I did.
I don't remember you ever saying that.
I know you don't. You don't ever sit at the computer naked either, do you?
No! But he was, y'all. Once I get other ideas. You should start one.
I'm trying to ask them who's winning the Louisville game.
I don't think none of my Louisville loves
Joya from her. Ask her. She like Louisville.
Joya, do you know who's winning the game? I'm yelling like she in the other room. Right. I never knew losing weight could make you feel so. Honey, I've heard.
Ah, shit. Who's losing weight?
Mr. 1993.
He's been,
he's lost, I think he's at 50.
Y'all lose some weight. Y'all get a whole
so when women lose weight, we just cut up.
Your hair. Yeah, you don't know nobody.
Did y'all hear him? Because I don't want y'all to be like, much love. We did hear hubby say you was at the computer butt naked. I was.
You don't remember it.
I don't. You said, if you said I was. I know I was. If you said it, I know I was. If you said it.
I'm about to go lay down. I'm hungry. Because if you like a hamburger, make me one, please. Would you? Could you? Thank you.
Baby,
French fries in there.
baby, chew my drawers. I feel like making no hamburger. Ooh. Ooh. Much love. I want to talk to you about something. You emailed me? I didn't. Email me again. It might have got lost. I get lost in the shuffle. I lost weight, and baby, my whole attitude. Yes, Leo, you have lost weight. Shit, I'm trying. I have some, but not enough. And for other reasons, honey, it's different when you're trying to do it. When it happens and you ain't trying, believe me. Baby, start off with 2 days a week, just 30 minutes. Yep, they say you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere, and that's right. You naked at the computer for another reason. Oh, here's my email. Is that the email? Is that the one you sent the email to? Hey, boo. Now he didn't want my. That wasn't number code for would you make a hamburger? I can't. I cannot with him. I can't, but I still say, y'all, he done been there with me, baby. I can't do nothing but ride with him here. Like I said, and I meant what I said when I said my husband slept on the damn floor in the nursing home to be with me until they brought a bed in there. Did I talk about Wendy Wick Wise, the hooker back? That's the one? Okay. Well, I hope you aren't mad at me about it. I hope you charge it to my head and not to my heart. So much going on. I gotta force myself to make the time. I now officially have. Oh, I can't with you. Lord, listen, I took a puff of Brittany's thing, and I was like, this is super relaxing. It was super relaxing. Email me your address. I right now it ain't me that would be able to get out. I'm having get out the mail issue, believe me. I just had a baby. Did you hear family green? Because they made up most of. Oh, really? I didn't hear about that. No, that's a new one. I put it here. Here it is right here. Here's my email. That's it right there. You see it right under your comment. It's much love from KY at iCloud.com. And stuff. Oh, okay. I apologize, but please resend it. I give, if you don't mind writing it again. If you okay with that, but I do apologize. And again, like I said, one day I'm gonna tell y'all where I was gone. One day. Yes, I talked about Michael Corn, but what were your thoughts? You did? You did? You sent me one too? Do you plan on uploading? I did on YouTube. I did. Well, I can put the link on Facebook, but I did. I thought I clicked the thing where it would be up there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm going to look at a video, type it in on YouTube to see how you make sure that it stays up. Do you have the Cash App? The realest guy. That's a cute name. The realest guy in the room. That's cute. But send that Ed story back to me. Oh, I talked about that. That was one of the things that prompted me to come on, talking about that and that child thing. I did. I think it's terrible. I think that parents need to be that much more diligent protecting their children. Like, you can't drop the ball at all. You gotta watch everything. I didn't know. The Cohen hearing was today. Be able to. Of course I'll be able to keep in contact with you. The realest guy, if you don't have Cash App, love, here's my, what do they call it? PayPal me? Yeah. You can also use that. Now, what am I missing? Right? Have you talked about Wilbur Williams returning to? No, I didn't know the hooker had returned back. That Mumbo or Momo or whatever that shit is scared the hell out of me too. Because I kept thinking, Lord, if I keep looking at this, I had to put my hand over it. I kept thinking it was going to be some subliminal shit that was going to happen. Don't ever let your baby sleep in nobody's house. Now, your mama, your sisters, or whatever, my mama didn't play that shit. Watch your babies, y'all. Give these babies a chance. Watch them. Yes, I watched Abducted in Plain Sight, and I still am fucked up behind it. I watched it. It's today, tomorrow. They had one yesterday. Let me go up here and look. Sorry, y'all. Well, there's my emails for I'm gonna read that when I'm done. Sorry, I know that's probably dizzying looking at me bring those pages up like that. Just got killed, really? On YouTube, and I will help you the best way I can. I think if somebody wants to become a creator, I think one of the greatest things I can tell you is this: is just stay true to who you are. Don't follow the patterns of what everybody else is doing. Being a creator is, being creative, and watch, do what you're doing. Be you, make your lane, and ride that motherfucker. Another thing that I would say is if you're making videos, get your lighting together. It doesn't require the most expensive thing in the world, but, get your little lighting, have your little camera to do it. Don't stress about it. Talk about it. Be easy. Kick back and talk about what you know. Shaking my head. I want to beat all of their asses. You was going to beat all the asses. Hey, boo. Kill that bad. Oh God. The moment that's this thing that looks like wait a minute, let me see if I can pull this shit up. Hold up. Let me get you an image. That's it. That right there. A ring light would be great. Yes. Now I can't look at it long. Let me, I need to X out of that. I don't need this bitch on. That's it. I need to X out of that shit. And the ring lights don't cost as much as you think. You know, just talk. You know, just do what it is you want to do, not what everybody else is doing. Access to your daughter. Baby, that in plain sight was a motherfucker. But the thing was telling kids to commit suicide. It was telling kids to commit suicide. It was telling kids to, because they just had a 5-year-old girl who cut off her hair on one side because it told her to do that. How I feel about Nicki Minaj, I want her to go somewhere and sit down. I've never really done the Minaj. And it would be embedded in kids' shows or whatever on YouTube. And so it would pop in while kids are watching it, and parents thought, you know, what they saw their kids watching a little kid show. But that thing would pop in and tell them to kill themselves, kill their parents, cut the stove on, all kinds of stuff. That they have for Halloween, it does kind of look like it. Yes, and they call it a challenge. Yeah, major channel. Just by using their phone, yes, absolutely. I would agree with you on that. Yes, it was telling, but you know, y'all, ain't nothing new under the motherfucking sun for real. And I strongly believe it's in my heart that some people already been trying to program people through shows and shit and program the kids through some things on Disney that I've seen and stuff. It seems to me it's almost like they can't find they can't find the person now. It's not actually a whole body, y'all. Lord, I'm going to have to pull this up again because I want y'all to see the bottom half of this thing. It's like somebody made it. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to. Ooh, y'all, see? And what I'm saying is, if, honey, that thing looking at me turns me up. If you know, if this person is standing by it, then why are they not getting to him? Do y'all see this right here, this guy? There's another full of, it's got, look like hands, talents for feet or whatever. Yes, that's creepy as hell, honey. It really is. The programming was coming through music. Yeah, music, and I believe, Disney shows and stuff like that. It's from a horror game. Okay. So maybe that guy just had... See, I couldn't. There's no way I could play that, y'all. Well, now I haven't heard, as somebody else knows, I haven't heard, and thank goodness, that a child has killed themselves. I haven't heard that, and I pray that no child has killed themselves. I haven't heard that has happened. So, I hope to God that they haven't, because that would just be terrible, But the intent was there for a child to do it. This plays right in line with the whole shit, the whole thing of kids watching shows, are people putting their kids on that's in a bathing suit and the damn perverts watching them. Like, YouTube been letting this shit go on too long. You know what I mean? And so I hope that no child killed themselves. I really do. God knows I do. Because that's just sad. They watching something innocent. John Gray and his wife. You know what I feel like on that one? I could care less about either one of them motherfuckers. And I'm going to tell you, when I seen his big stinking greasy ass sit up there next to that pig and not say a word, sit up there cooning, I knew I was through with him. He been messing around with that broad for a long time or whatever, and he ain't no different than the other ones. I don't feel no different about him than I feel about all of them Southern Baptist pastors that was running recently. They just got caught running a sex, rink or whatever. All of that, doing all of this dirt in God's name and all that. The hell with it. That's the sole reason why they always trying to talk about abortions and women's rights and the feminists and shit. The fuck out of her. Cause you wanted to go back to that shit so you can keep on using and abusing people, so you can treat a woman like she's the motherfucking help. Yes, she's a helpmeet and she's there for you. Y'all supposed to love each other equally. I feel like fuck him and I don't have no faith in him. With that being motherfucking said, I knew I didn't like him when I found out who brought him in. And that's that motherfucker that wouldn't help people when they had that flood. The pastors, the Southern Baptist pastors they've been sex trafficking and shit, the men and shit. They known to do that because, child, look, I could show y'all some shit that would blow y'all minds, and this is really how they feel. I just read a motherfucker say that they wish that they could get rid of the 19th Amendment. I believe it's the 19th Amendment. No, I'm not talking about them. No, it's going on here. It's going, Joel Osteen. Yes, that's going on here. Type, hey, cooking with honey. Hey, it's going on here. Just recently, they caught, a lot of them, like, I think it's been about 3 weeks now. Y'all, they been, passing these young girls around and shit. I don't know what, Quincy Jones said about R. Kelly, but he needs to sit his telling ass down, cause he ain't never told his own motherfucking dirt. His shovel only went one way. What's going on with Kim Burrell? But no, it's not about the court. No, this happened here in the United States. Okay. I'm going to try not to. It was unavoidable, baby. But if y'all really knew and really watched it, this is probably, I don't know how somebody will take this shit, but y'all, I've been side-eyeing the fuck out of the church. When I say side-eyeing the church, side-eyeing. Because I'm so sick of all of these things that they allow to go on. They want to judge everybody else. And the Southern Baptists, yes. I've been sad because, all of this goes on. They see that these girls and boys or whatever are being mistreated and all that. And then they'll say, well, everybody makes a mistake. Bitch, that's a hell of a mistake. And then on top of that, y'all will sit around here and smile and skin and grin and throw some holy oil on it and play it off. You done ruined these children. Almost. I'm just, I'm sick of you. They all just seem like sheeps to me. And y'all, I've been at a crossroads where I've been like really battling about this. Like, I don't want God to think that I'm ever turning, you know what I'm saying, that I don't believe in him, because that's not the case. But I just find it hard to believe that the church has fallen, like, you know what I mean? Like this. Like, it's so many things that I found out personally myself that have been fucking lies derived straight from hell that came from the church. And that's a hard pill to swallow. When that's what you've known. That's a hard pill to swallow. And it's awful hurtful. Sometimes it feels like, you don't know which way to go or whatever. That has been your belief system all your life and all you've known. And to see so many things that, you know what I mean, that they've lied about and stuff like that. And act like she better than her church. Well, honey, if you ask me, Kim Burrell's motherfucking ass is retarded. That's not the proper way. Her ass is crazy. Have nothing to do with God. You have a relationship with God. And this is all he requires. I just, all of this time and all of these, what they saying, like, are you really are, to me, just taking a flock over the mountain or whatever and dropping them off. Like, there's no accountability at all in the church at all. And it's supposed to be the place where people find truth and refuge and all of that. It's hard nowadays for a person if they not solid, if they haven't seen the blessings that come straight from God themselves, if they have not experienced a blessing or a miracle in their life, if they have not experienced a healing in their life, it would be extremely hard for them to believe the mess that they putting down. And that's the reason why I'm side-eyeing, but I will always believe, you know what I'm saying, in God. Because they don't have to tell me about my own blessings. They don't have to tell me about my own healing. That they can't tell me about. I don't need them to co-sign it. You know what I mean? But, what is your purpose? Is it just big money? What is your purpose? How are you feeding the folks? And the way the world is, if you do believe this is the end of the world, you ain't did shit to prepare nobody. Because y'all done told so many lies and done so many things. Y'all done hid so many things. All of me want to say to them, you know what? I don't get it. You want to throw shade at somebody who don't celebrate Christmas or whatever, but then say that you a Christian, when I know that I can tell you in your face that the Christmas is a pagan holiday. I know I can tell you in your face that what you call Easter bunnies and chocolate ain't got a damn thing to do with that. This whole thing of, like, it's out there to be known, but so much they have went out of their way to hide deliberately, whether it be the Catholic Church and the things that they've hidden. And we won't even talk about the damn Book of Enoch and that shit. Just the things that have been, hidden and all of that. This whole thing, I want to understand how this tree and these Christmas lights, has anything to do with the Lord. I want to know why you can't call him by his name. I want to know why you can't actually call him by his name. What his true name is. Things of that nature. Pushing these bunny rabbits and shit like that. That shit ain't right. I regret doing that with my children. But I did because that's what I knew. Well, they banned pastors from coming to say pastors because they were wow. Of course they were encouraging them to go back home to their oppressor. Because they don't believe that women should be able to be divorced. There was a time when you couldn't get divorced. They don't want women to be able to live. So many lies and false. Most holidays, churches celebrate. are pagan. They're absolutely pagan. And that's not, and then if you say that, they'll say that you evil because you say that. No, those are just the facts. I'm not saying that because I'm not saying, that Yeshua doesn't, no, I'm not saying that like I don't believe in him. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this bullshit with these trees and these bunnies? Y'all need to quit with that. Esther was a goddess of fertility. Like, stop. And it seems like it's so simple. And it seems like it's right there in plain sight. That they were building so much, yet they asking for the offer. Honey, the building fund don't never stop. Had fallen off once they started putting ATM machine. Honey, I knew that too. I'm going to put that up right. You better say that again, honey. Christmas to a T. Yes. But I'm just saying, like, you want to say that this, and they will judge a person who doesn't participate in this. How can you judge me on, so which is it? Are you Christian? Are you pagan? If you tell me that you pagan, then all right. That's you. It ain't for me to judge you on that. Give money to the church and not as a church to volunteer to give back. Oh, hell no, you better not go in there and ask them. It's just, yeah. I just, and it is something to have what and have been told to be, to be shook like that. I don't really wish that on nobody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you. But I just, it shook me to the point of pain. And I'm still, I'm still, fighting with that shit. Like, I don't ever want to question what I believe in. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that. St. Stephen's in Louisville, Kentucky I know they do. Honey, listen, my husband and my mama, they like them some St. Stephen's. Honey, they can't die. Because I know they can say what they want to say about him. I ain't going to be able to do him, but I wish him the best. You welcome, Leo. And I'm not saying that in the sense of bougie, she's laying around here. Greenleaf. Yeah, I tried. I was in and out with when Greenleaf was going. And I'm, all I'm asking for them is to just tell the truth. If you're a pagan, then say that. Please stop saying these things. And they play no part, in what's in the Bible. Nowhere in there does it speak of that. You know what I'm saying? It just is a lot. Wants us to question and understand. And he does, and I've got at the point, where I just have to, I just got to ask him straight up. And I got to know, I got to sit still and wait for him, to guide me. Because, I was shook to the point where I was like, well, where in the hell do you go, from that or whatever? But I'm going to continue to have, have my faith in him. With that being said, I don't understand how they can keep that going. I can challenge them on the J alone. There was no letter J in the Hebrew language at a certain point. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Like, you're saying he's worthy to be praised and his blood and all of that, but I'm still trying to understand why you can't call him by his true name. Like, what are we doing there? So anyway, y'all, it's just, it's been a thing. For now, I'm cool. I just continue to worship. Too long. Child, I just got so damn hungry. But I'm so from working out. Mixed vegetables. Honey, just maybe make you a smoothie. I missed you as well. Maybe make you, a smoothie or whatever. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of like, I wish more people, or at least could we have the debate. Let me ask y'all something real quick. Since we were talking about that, let me ask y'all something. Have y'all noticed? No, Lord, JCPenney, you can stop hawking me, honey, trying to tell me about a sale. How do y'all feel about the new thing, the new fad of so many, and I noticed a lot of black women have came out and said, for the last days of Black History Month, y'all. Honey, I've been putting stuff up about Black History all month. But how do y'all feel about the whole witch thing that's going on in the black community? What are y'all thoughts on the Wicca and that whole thing? I set up today and I looked on Facebook, and these women were going hard in the paint with this young lady who asked, why do Christians get so mad, and the church ladies get so mad when somebody says that they sage their house? Why is that so offensive to them?
It is.
Whatever. Why is it so offensive to them that they burn sage in their house? And I looked at the comments, and a lot of the women that, were Christian women, that were saying because, it's evil and, spirits and this, that, and the third, but, they saying that because they heard it from somebody else. The other half was saying it cleanses your home. One lady left a very informed comment, so much so that I went on and I studied some on it, talking about how it purifies the air, the health properties of it. Why do they make everything into hellfire and brimstone? What the lesson was for blacks to learn. Slavery, centuries of Indians, not to teach us what. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one. It's our shit. It's our roots. Sage comes from Native American culture. It helps people to do it. It's not. But they made it into such an evil thing. Why do the church women make everything? It's the devil. Girl, don't be putting them blouses on. It's the devil. Girl, don't do that. That's the devil. I can't stop. Listen. If people want, and it does purify, why are they making it that? Why can't you just let people alone? If you know you're not going to be a witch, then why? Honey, if your faith is so strong and you plead the blood and you know the blood is so strong, why are you so pressed and scared? People say that they got faith all the time, but it comes a point where you have to exercise that and not just be saying it because you got a mouth. Yeah. You either believe and you have faith or you don't. This whole, that's that girl, go on somewhere. It must be they got some demons in there. Maybe you the motherfucking demon running around worshiping Christmas trees and shit. I don't know. I just don't, I know I'm not going to become no witch. I don't see that in my future. But what I'm saying is do everything have to be because you don't know it, it's not, and you haven't seen it written or whatever, and if that's the case, you haven't seen all of the Bible. So how can you say that you are fully versed? Call everything the devil, but they don't mind when the pastors and priests fucking these little boys and girls, you know, from the Meaning Wise Woman. Honey, I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to look that up. Apparently, sage can also help you to sleep better. From what I saw. You never heard the honey. They going hard in the paint, especially with, and they feel some kind of way about a lot of black women have came out and said that they are Christian witches. You know, how do I feel about that? You know what? I don't feel no bad about that as far as, you know, reading and this, that, and the third. And I'm going to explain to you why. I'm going to tell you why, because even if we go back to the three wise men or whatever, and they talked about them being able to read astrology, and that's what brought them to him. So, you know, and I know that there's a scripture in there that would contradict that and say, you know, don't be bothered with soothsayers and this, that, and the third. But it's a lot of things that were left out of that Bible that we haven't seen. And for instance, one of the main things that concerns me is the book of Enoch. How I feel about it is that I believe that it's people that, you know, that have a second sight. I really do. You know, ritual, hell, and honey, the Catholic Church is built on rituals. You know, I do believe, you know, because I can say earnestly myself, like when people come around, like I truly do feel they energy. Like if I can't let everybody be, you know what I'm saying? Like if they say it like to me and I, you know, never really knew, and I've said this on countless videos, like don't send me certain things because I actually feel like I can feel it. But I do feel like that there are people that have the second sight. What about everything working together for the greater good? Hey, love. And I miss you as well. But, you know, I just don't get, you know, I don't get just the out and out. I don't feel like I'm a good Christian unless I have somebody to judge. Catholics are not Christian. They absolutely are not. They absolutely are not. You know, and you know, all the rituals and all the things, they've been doing rituals, honey. Please. So much shit hidden in that damn Vatican. Who told them that they couldn't be? And I believe that they are molesting these kids as a part of a ritual. That's just my personal opinion on that, on how I feel. And don't be crazy. Now, I'm missing it. I think they can be helpful that way. Leo, he gives excellent readings. I've told y'all. He was so on the money with me that it was scary. I will, so we can have these weekly, at least once a week. I will, Drew. He was so, you know, he was so on the money with mine like I did. And he basically talked about Brittany and Brendan and everything. Hey, Arrington. With a God complex. Yep. So many of them do. So many of them do have that. But I don't know. I just wish, you know, that they would just tell the truth. You know. I mean, be clear. Like, I just say you don't know. You know, it's just, I just don't know. It just irritates me. Because it happened. It happened to them. I think it's a ritual. My children went to the Catholic school and were not Catholic when I went. We're all drinking out of the same cup. I was gagging. Well, they do that. Yeah, that's part of the church that told me that I need to start the way I want before. Wow. Terrible. Listen, if Leo, do me a favor and put your. I hope you can put your link here in the comments here. I'm. It's the same thing with a wig or whatever. I've talked about, reviewed or whatever. All I can do is tell y'all. Sage from the grocery store? No. No, it's a bundle. It's like a bundle and you light it. But if you could put your link here, like for real, I'm just going on my experience, y'all. And he's very, reasonable or whatever. Something new every time I catch you on her. And I love you back, honey. Leo, you still in here? I wish I had the link because I know y'all have heard me mention his name. He might have left. Darn it. Wow, aren't Catholics Christians? Interested to know. I think they seem to do things so different. Although they do believe in the Lord or whatever, maybe we should say they do things different. It's just like, I guess, the Lutheran and the Methodists and this, that, and the third. They do a lot of shit that's different. They do a lot of rituals. A reading. And used it. Oh, it was a big scandal. I remember when that went on. It was a lady who had done a reading and he spoke up reading word for word. He sure did. Hey, boo. He sure did do that. He did. I think, you may be able to get some where you live at. Anybody have any suggestions on? They tell me that you can get some online. Whole Food is overpriced. It sells incense. They sometimes sell. Now I haven't seen anybody here locally in Kentucky selling it. I think most of them are sexually. But you know what? They should let them get married. Where did they get that from, that they couldn't be married? That's the dumbest shit ever. I thank Mary for what she contributed. I'm not getting ready to pray to Mary. She was a blessing the way she was a blessing. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to go in a box and ask you to forgive me for something I did to somebody else when I could go to them. Like, I'm not going to you first before I go, to the Father. I'm just not doing it. Why? You're not needed. Amazon has it. Huh. Well, I mean, I know people been doing this. Some people do it and they don't have nothing to do with witchcraft or whatever. They do it whether it be purifying. A lot of people say they do it, to get any bad vibes out. That's it. They don't say anything else. They don't add anything to it, but instantly it's assumed that they the devil. Over sage. The patron saint. Yeah, that too. You right about that, Arrington. I got 3 for $10. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. It's prayed so much is to get fertility was so important to them. Hello, you know what, Drew? You better lay some facts down, sugar. Let me put this up here, because I think some people need to see it. But botanical store, okay. You sage your house and your car? And I don't get why. And it's mainly black folks that are doing it. You saging your house, that's evil. You not late, love. I have been on here for a while. I'll be honest. I am probably getting ready to get off, but that's okay. You never late. Never late. Y'all, I did actually reinstate my Scentsy, but I just got to get my website back up and running. And then I want to come on and do a live and do a Scentsy live party. I hope y'all support, because I got to sell at least 200 in 30 days, else I'm canceled for good. I will be reviewing shows again. Yes. Over time, Catholic Church has added so many characters to it. It sure has. The real reason was lost behind the ritual. Yep. Hey, Tammy. Miss Tammy Blanco. Hey, boo. But, so we are for sure the Amazon has it. Let me see, y'all. Let me pull up my, let me pull it up and see, y'all. Let's see if they got it. Yep. Can y'all see that? They do. Let me move this over. Oh, shoot. They do. I don't guess you can get no... Can you get a bad bundle of sage? But they do have it. I don't know nothing about these different colors and shit. See the flower sage. I just want straight sage, honey. Straight sage. But they do have it on Amazon, y'all. They do. They definitely do. I don't understand that either. My Dear Watson, yes, you know that's my favorite. They have it on Etsy too. The site called... Let me see if I can. The Incense Warehouse. Oh, they got oils too? Good to know. Y'all check it out. Hey, Lakeisha. Y'all check it out on that save. There's different kinds. White sage. See. Okay, well, how are you supposed to know? Hey, Miss Smith. How are you supposed to know which one is the right one? Like, now, I'm going to just be clear, honey. I don't want to be like nothing that's going to welcome nothing in here. I don't want to have to do no spiritual battle and carrying on. Now, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be liking something that's going to bring some shit up through here, you know. But I guess what I need to do is do some major research on it, you know. I do know a lot of the things that sage does, you know. It's just like I have... in-law burns it, in-law burns. So I never heard them say, you never heard. Well, that's good that you ever heard it. I'm going to get some. I know I don't have any other intentions, you know, than just, you know, any bad vibes that might be. I don't have any other intentions doing it. So I just have faith that, I'm not doing it for whatever reason they're saying people are doing it for. New Age stores, they usually have it. To astrology, and I can feel. So let's see also. And believe in Christ. That's how I see it. Honey, I believe in him as well. I do. Well, it's been years since I seen Earthbound. What is Earthbound? There's Leo. Leo, did you hear me earlier when I was saying put your link here in the comments? One of my loves asked me how I felt about fortune tellers and people that read cards and stuff like that. And I guess, I think you can put a link in here, can't you? It wouldn't be that many, So you get the question. Well, that's what they seem to be having a fit about. What? I love my Yankee. It depends on what you want. Direct. Okay. There you go. Right there, y'all. For those that wanted it. There it is right there. Like I said, I can only speak for what he wrote for me. Period. That's it. I can only speak for my experience. And I was blown away. Like, I really was. We didn't have no conversation. We didn't talk on the phone. We didn't do none of that. He wasn't like, let me do your reading talking. He wrote me on a Much Love Facebook page and said, I want to do I want to read for you, something like that. And I was like, well, I'm thinking, well, what you reading me for? And he explained it, and he wrote a whole, blog post about it. I shared it on the Much Love Facebook page. And I can just only, like I said, speak from my experience. You gotta speak for your experience. Whatever. I can only do that. What you doing, Brittany? What you doing? When I was starting my journey, mess around and some is my. I ain't something. I wish the fuck. Latest episode. Nah, I didn't. Yana Van Zandt. I didn't, honey. That motherfucking long ass bitch better stay where she's at. She ain't never had them talents ripped off her fucking feet, bitch. I'm gonna fight to the motherfucking end, and I don't know whether the bitch gonna win or not. But it's gonna be some motherfucking songs, slow walking and song slanging, honey. If I ain't gonna be able to do it. Shit, come in this bitch if you want to. Honey, you ain't never seen a mambo get drugged down the street and everywhere else. You missed the reviews. I missed you as well, James. Think you use cleansing. Must be used with intent. You're putting out into the home. Well, honey, I'm going to make sure it's good thoughts. I'm going to research. I'm definitely going to. I did a little bit, but I'm going to go a little further. Positive affirmation of each wild child. I don't want to fuck around and do it wrong, honey. I be in this motherfucker fighting mumbo for real. We've been all in that brawl, honey. Somebody will be hollering world star because I got the bitch by her. She trying to bite them long motherfucking eyes out of her head. When you walk around, you get feelings, at least I do. It feels bad. I won't go near it because I don't want. Right, bad mojo. Absolutely. Yeah, I've been watching at the Atlanta hoes. I've been watching at them, I'll say that. Yeah, I'm so serious, honey. I ain't getting ready to do that. Like, I don't do a whole bunch of motherfucking strange and shit. And I really don't. Like, I'm not just saying that. Like, it don't take much for me to be ready to throw down. Like, bitch. While you talking to me, honey, you can be to try to grab my hair and put some of this moo or whatever the fuck you got. Bitch. No, we gonna go on it. Ain't no need to us keep on talking about this. Okay, Arrington. If they cancel the Little Women of Atlanta, I don't think they have. Divine, honey, I'm gonna have my I'm gonna have my positive thoughts on God. Yes, sure, honey. I'm telling you. Listen, that's just like, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Now, Brenda come in here and be like, Mama, let's watch some scary shit or some sinister shit or whatever the fuck whatever these shows are, movies. Y'all can't do that bullshit, because I will be sitting the fuck up, and I don't have the decency to be like, okay, I'm just gonna keep this scariness to myself and not be scared and worried about nobody else. Hell no, all the motherfucking lights gonna be on. I need y'all to sit up and talk to me. Cause I'll be that same bitch to go in the damn bathroom, cut the light on, and some shit'll be in the mirror, and honey, I'm gonna be biting and windmilling and shit. Shit, I can't do no strange and shit. I'm telling you, I done woke up before with my foot on my husband's back. He was sitting at the foot of the bed. And I was dreaming, honey, child, as far as I know, I was fighting the basilisk or whatever. Like, I don't do all that. Don't do that. Cause I don't need this shit on me. I don't need nothing touching me. I don't need you bringing none of these horror juices and laying them around and all. No, I don't do that. I can't. But I mean, you know. Only for him. I know. But honey, some of them jump scares and shit like that, like, I don't do that. I try to watch some things. Like that little bitty motherfucking leprechaun. Look. And I think y'all already know that I'm afraid of clowns. Like, I don't do a fucking clown. I don't do clowns. And I can never go to a haunted house. I told y'all why. I told y'all they banned me, put my picture up and shit, put me out of there, honey. Them motherfucking ghosts was bloody in the motherfucker. They had to cut all the lights on. They had to stop the damn haunted house shit, the effects and shit. Woo, and the ghosts, and they had the lights and shit. They had to shut all that shit down. Cause I done fought them motherfuckers. They little shit blood every motherfucking word. I had to leave out that bitch with one motherfucking shoe on. All of that. And I just know, you know, I said don't put your hands, don't touch me. Now, there's one thing to be scared, but you ain't got to touch me. And I kept saying that. The motherfucker touched me, honey. I tore his motherfucking ass up. And then the next one come over there. I'm fighting all of them, honey. It's me and all the motherfucking ghosts behind this wooden shit scrapping. One of them motherfuckers, I pulled they motherfucking shit so hard, they flipped over backwards over the big banister, whatever the fuck that shit is. Like I said, don't touch me. I don't know what her other bitch do, but what I don't do is once I tell you to don't touch me and you do it, then bitch, you make me think you want to get a fire one on, honey. I was scrapping this shit, titties flying out of bras and shit, honey. Shoe left in there. I had to take a picture. And my picture went up on the wall that I could never go to that damn scary house. They was like, I don't know. I don't know what happened. We didn't do anything. I said, yes, you did. You put your motherfucking hands on me. And I told you not to touch me. Yeah, I talked about him the other day. You know what? On that thing with Nene and her husband, you know how I feel about that? I feel this way. I feel like God gonna deal with her. What I can tell y'all is this. When you're going through something like that, you need the support of your family and your loved ones. And anybody who wouldn't be anything but supportive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like all of that karma need to come back her way. That's how I feel. You know, it do. But yes, honey, I told them things up in that. It was for Halloween. And I went with her, you know what I'm saying? My cousins and shit. And it was Wacky's. It was called Wacky's Haunted House. Everything was going fine. I'm going slow, y'all. I'm like, hold up, you know, and telling them, don't push me. Don't rush me to go. You can go ahead of me, but don't rush me. Don't touch me. Because soon as I went in there, y'all, and I heard the noises and shit, it sounds so real. Honey, I got to the point where you go through this part where you walk through, and apparently what they supposed to do is grab you. Baby, they got to grab. The first one grabbed me. I said, motherfucker, don't touch me no more. My cousin, Tanya, she's like, girl, come on, let's get through here. I was like, if they don't touch me. The next motherfucker touched me, honey. We was fighting, honey. Dust was kicked up and everything. Honey, the one bitch was like, get her off of me, get a bitch. I said, don't touch me. Did you think I was kidding? Honey, I was, baby. When I say I went home with one shoe on and one shoe off and didn't give a fuck about it, I tucked my titty back in my bra, got and pulled my shirt down. Greg really loves her. He took her back after the man. Doctor, now she's treating him wrong. Karma gonna get her ass. They done made a movie about that escape room. At first, I thought I wanted to do that. Ain't no need me doing that unless I can take a couple of guns in there. My hand to go first. But when a man jumped down, he let go of my hand and ran. Oh, hell no. Miss Nina. And I just learned K-Rally together in our downtown. Oh my goodness. That is ridiculous. But you know what? Being that I'm in Kentucky, baby, you think the Klan ain't been here and rallied to this motherfucker? Well, they shouldn't have touched me. Scare me, but don't touch me. Honey, listen, I don't know if I drop kick, but like I said, I just start stealing motherfuckers and grabbing and snatching they shit, honey. I guess it was about 4 of them, honey, baby. It was blood and everything involved. When I tell y'all I was fighting for my dear life, I may as well, it was like I was fighting Jason and all of them. You know, and then people out there looking at me and gawking like, oh my God, how could she do? Bitch, I can tell you exactly how I did that. They was like, we want to take your picture and put it on this wall because you are not allowed to. So I don't give a fuck. Take the picture. I'll let them take it. Let these motherfuckers remember to don't put their hands on nobody. Y'all, they had to drag me out that motherfucking back door of that haunted place, stiff in a motherfucker. I was trying and scrapping and holding on and wasn't letting go of shit. Most on sister. I don't like Sister Circle. And never been. Honey, don't go. Don't even go, honey. Don't even put yourself through that sugar. But I wasn't. You can put your motherfucking hands on me if you want to. Child, please. Listen, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all this one I ain't never told y'all. I'm going to tell y'all this last story and then I'm going to get off of here. Miss Smith, I'm trying to get my strength back, boo. Celebrity Big Brother. You know, I saw 2 episodes of that shit and Tamar got on my nerves. It was just, I couldn't with her and Miss Olympia and it was, I couldn't. Now, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all this last one and I'm going to get off of here. I ain't never told y'all this one, all right? So, way back, you know, I had Now, the first time I went there was before I got pregnant. We used to go, there's a park here called Shawnee Park. All right? The Shawnee Park, Chickasaw Park, we have a few parks. Now, Shawnee Park has this, we found this little trail, which has always been there. But we found it and was like, well, you know, we went down in it during the day or whatever. It was me, my gay husband, you know, my good friend Aja. It was like, you know, like 8 or 9 of us, okay? So we go down this trail, and the way this trail is set up is you could walk that and walk from that end, from that park all the way up to, you know, where the river is. Well, the river's over there too, but you could walk from there all the way downtown. So, you know, it was a big trail. So we walked through it and we like, damn, we ain't never seen this. And why, you know, cause normally when we go to the park, honey, we was getting cute and walking around the park trying to be blown at, honey. We was trying to be seen, trying to be cute, you know, legs all up and shit, you know, trying to be seen, baby, trying to be caught. Anyhow. So we go down this shit. We had a good time. Like, what is that? You know, had never seen this shit before. Why did my good friend, Lord rest his soul, my gay husband, Diego, he said, y'all. Now, y'all, it's like 9 or 10 o'clock at night one day. He was like, y'all, let's go down. Like, y'all scared to go down that trail? Now, before he said, y'all ready scared to go down that trail, he was like, you know, I heard that it's something, you know, something that was inbred and it was half animal and half human was down there. Now, I'm young and we all kind of young, you know, when we did this, you know, when we went down there, he was like, let's go down there at night, y'all. Come on, let's go. So we done smoked weed, done got high, you know, a bitch feel fearless and shit. You know, I got my razor, my straight razor and shit in my bra at that time. Wasn't no gun. I had my straight razor in my bra and shit, and I'm thinking, well, it's all of us, so it's gonna be cool. We gonna all motherfucking scrap our way out of here. Ain't nobody gonna be left behind. You a Louisville native? All right. So we go down there, and it's like, you know, are we doing flashlights? So we got flashlights so we could remember where the trail was, but part of it was that you had to put that shit up in this bag. We had to put the flashlights in the bag and keep it and walk down there. For like 15 minutes, we just had to walk straight in the motherfucking dark, okay? Just silly high shit. Baby, it was going fine, y'all. I was good. Diego had my arm and I had him. He had me. We all was locked up. Then a couple of people was coupled off. This time we went down there. It was about 15 or so people. So we was good money. You know, like, you know, we about that motherfucking life. You know what I mean? So we walk a little bit and we find and everybody's like, what is that? What, you know? And then all of motherfucking sudden, y'all, and I'm not fucking shitting y'all. All of a sudden, some shit, it was a deep crackle. Like, you know, something brushing the woods or whatever, you know, walking on dry leaves and shit. This motherfucking shit was a deep motherfucking crackle. Now, he didn't already talked about this human, man, bird, pig, or whatever it is. Baby, I thought that I would be the one that would keep it motherfucking cute. I thought, all right, me and Diego done already said, you know, motherfucker, we got each other back, bitch. We love everybody out here, but you know what it is. You know, I thought I would be the last motherfucking one to break out. The motherfucking noise happened. Then somebody up in front of us threw some shit. Babies, when I tell you my big ass was like motherfucking Flojo, I done told Diego, get the fuck off me. And I'm motherfucking running. As I'm motherfucking running, I'm telling them, y'all fucked up. It's something down there. They gonna get you. I think something touched me. Oh, Lord. Y'all, I'm crying in every motherfucking thing. Ugly crying. Snot every motherfucking word. Ugly crying. Oh, Lord, ain't nobody else coming. They didn't get him out. Should I pull out? Should I drive out? What should I do? I don't know. Somebody got to go and tell them that this happened. Listen. Not only did I motherfucking run, My ass got in my motherfucking car and bumped the fuck out. I got about 4 blocks. 4 blocks, y'all. Then something said, get it together, bitch. You won't do it. You gotta go back. You wouldn't want nobody. I was like, oh God, I left the ego. Y'all, I'm hyperventilating and shit. Baby, I had to whip that motherfucker around, put the motherfucker, whipped it around. A couple of them, I thought I seen them coming up because as you come closer, you see the lights from around the park. Baby, I put the motherfucking shit in park. I'm still in tears and shit. I done went to the trunk and got the motherfucking tire jack and shit. I'm trying to get the big heavy motherfucking shit that you put the shit to pump it with. I done got every motherfucking thing. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to get my people. He ain't gonna just run us off like that. Y'all, I left they asses. One motherfucking brush. Y'all, I was so ashamed. I was so ashamed because had he have not told me that story, like, bitch, I'm ready. At that point, I was like, I'm ready to deal with whatever humans gonna bring. But wait a minute. I ain't never been around these pig animals and these half men and shit. And I thought it was somebody from up in Butcher Hollow some damn where. Babies, I left. I'm up the block rolling, crying, oh God, I never thought this would ever happen. And I'm going through, y'all, I'm shaking like a motherfucking leaf. I was like, get it together, bitch. Shake it off. Get it together. You got to go back and get them. Honey, I pulled in that motherfucker, got every motherfucking thing out the trunk. I'm dragging everything to the thing. They come up the damn walk laughing like a motherfucker at me. Cause I done left them. They talking about, I know that ain't badass Nina ready to, I know she didn't leave. I'm like, fuck y'all. I did come back. I was high and paranoid than a motherfucker. Babies, I left. Do you hear me? I bonked the fuck out and got 4 blocks. And I had to go back. 4 whole motherfucking blocks. And I went back. They laughing at my ass because I was like, whatever. I ain't never dealt with these kinds of things. I don't know. I felt stupid as hell. And y'all was 1 second away from being pissy. Like for real. Cause it scared the shit out of me and I just knew that motherfucking man bird pig was coming to get my ass. And I knew I was the bigger one, so I knew I was gonna be slow. So I better start running now thinking that, okay, they heard it too, so I know they running behind me. You would have done the same thing, but I would. You wouldn't have went back. I had to go back. I had to get it together because I kept thinking it was back there eating and mauling them. And I was like, oh Lord, okay, if I got some weapons and I got my razor, but that ain't going to be enough. So let me go and get all of this, babies. I couldn't. I got 4 blocks and said, let me get on back. I got to, this street called Cecil and Broadway. Honey, they let my motherfucking ass have it forever. He just shouldn't have said nothing about that half man thing being in there. Plus, he said it had been raping and doing all that. I'm like, ain't nobody around no man bird pig, baby. No. Honey, I boned the fuck out, babies. When I tell y'all I left, I'm running. I'm like, off a scary movie when she said, why don't he just mutilate her ass and go on when she was running like, girl, I loved you. You was all right, honey. I had paid all of them dust. Y'all was good friends when I had you running like a motherfucker. Cause I just knew by the time, if I started running with everybody else, I was going to be the last one behind. So it was going to kill me first. It's always, I was going to be the one to trip and fall and shit. And I forgot to mention, y'all, that I took my motherfucking sandals off and was running barefoot. When did we? Yes. I can't fight, man, but I ain't gonna be able to do it. Anyhow, y'all, I thought that I would share that with y'all. I love y'all to pieces. Know that. I appreciate y'all listening to me. I do. I really do. And I am going to get off of here because I've been on here a while. Oh, Lord, 3 hours, Jesus. Been on here a while. I love y'all. Much love and all of that. Remember, y'all remember that. I'm going to keep my little Cash App thing up there if you see it. Anyhow, much love. I'll see y'all in the next one. All right? I would have been thinking about it. I was going to. I'm just saying, y'all. I just had to lay it out there. Yes, rest in peace. Oh, my God. I miss my friend, so. Anyway, yeah, much love. I will see y'all in the next one, which will be in a few days. All right? Yep, I'm still on. You know me. Just talk too much. But I'm going to get off. Just talk too much. I love y'all. Much love. Bye.